Oh, really big.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah. Hold up, hold my beverage, my beverage. I'm hydrated, I've been waiting to impress a witness. I ain't been outside in a month of Sundays just for this. I got dressed for this. Watch me work. I got a beast mode originated on the East Coast and elevated to the cosmos. I've been meditating on this with my eyes open since I was like 5. So I got skills to pay the bills, to put the meals up on the table. I just spilled sweat in the field and it done built something fatal. Look at my face. Do I look like I'm playing? Do I look like I came this far to not go Super Saiyan? I got a billion abilities in the affinity for diminishing my Achilles. I've been trying to stay still like tea leaves while I've been concocting Picasso's. I got a castles with the caskets, the things that I kill for the masses. It's a famine that I'm glad that they got mad dishes to release. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Maybe in the cut like a scalpel, niggas wasn't giving me enough, it was down for a bit. My energy could touch every household while my enemies stuck with their mouth closed. Part of my back end, part of my pettiness, part of my wrath and part of my readiness. Part of my path is parties with ketamine, but all y'all laugh, that's part of my edginess. Ayy, ladies don't say I'm a lovable menace, and counting me out, but the struggle is finished. I get a new text every couple of minutes. She saw that I'm up on the fuck with a winner. I'm tripping off shrooms, I'm tripping off acid, ripping cocoons. You witness the flapping, been in the rooms to spit with the dragons. They to assume that we've been the last ones. Face, it looked like a painting, certified trapper, but I look like I'm ancient. I look like I'm peaceful and I look like I'm patient, but I will slap a nigga with the same hands that I pray with. Stop playing.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
What's yours up, Kamau?
I got something for y'all, like, big. Oh, really big.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah. Hold up, hold my beverage, my beverage. I'm hydrated, I've been waiting to impress a witness. I ain't been outside in a month of Sundays just for this. I got dressed for this. Watch me work. I got a beast mode originated on the East Coast and elevated to the cosmos. I've been meditating on this with my eyes open since I was like 5. So I got skills to pay the bills, to put the meals up on the table. I just spilled sweat in the field and it done built something fatal. Look at my face. Do I look like I'm playing? Do I look like I came this far to not go Super Saiyan? I got a billion abilities in the affinity for diminishing my Achilles. I've been trying to stay still like tea leaves while I've been concocting Picasso's. I got a castles with the caskets, the things that I kill for the masses. It's a famine that I'm glad that they got mad dishes to release. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Maybe in the cut like a scalpel, niggas wasn't giving me enough, it was down for full bit. My energy can touch every household while my enemies stuck with their mouth closed. Part of my back and part of my pettiness, part of my wrath and part of my readiness. Part of my path is parties with ketamine, but all y'all laugh. That's part of my edginess. Ayy, Patty's gonna say I'm a lovable menace. I'm counting me out, but the struggle is finished. I get a new text every couple of minutes. She saw that I'm up on the fuck with a winner. I'm tripping off shrooms, I'm tripping off acid, ripping cocoons. You witness the flapping, been in the rooms and spit with the dragons. Safe to assume that we've been the last ones. Face, it looked like a painting. Certified trapper, but I look like I'm ancient. I look like I'm peaceful and I look like I'm patient. But I will slap a nigga with the same hands that I pray with. Stop playing.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
What yours up, Kamal?
I got something for y'all, like, please. Y'all really big.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah. Hold up, hold my beverage, I'm hydrated, I've been waiting to impress a witness. I ain't been outside in a month of Sundays just for this. I got dressed for this. Watch me work. I got a beast mode originated on the East Coast and elevated to the cosmos. I've been meditating on this with my eyes open since I was like 5, so I got skills to pay the bills, to put the meals up on the table. I done spilled sweat in the fields and it done built something fatal. Look at my face. Do I look like I'm playing? Do I look like I came this far to not go Super Saiyan? I got a billion abilities in the affinity for diminishing my Achilles. I've been trying to stay afloat like tea leaves while I've been concocting Picasso's. I got the castles with the caskets, the things that I killed for the masses. It's a famine that I'm glad that they got mad dishes to release. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Me in the cut like a scalpel. Niggas wasn't giving me enough, it was down for a bet. My energy can touch every household while my enemies stuck with their mouth closed. Part of my back and part of my pettiness, part of my wrath and part of my readiness. Part of my path is parties with ketamine, but all y'all laugh. That's part of my edginess. Ayy, Patty's gonna say I'm a lovable menace. I'm counting me out, but the struggle is finished. I get a new text every couple of minutes. She saw that I'm up on the fuck with a winner. I'm tripping off shrooms, I'm tripping off acid, ripping cocoons. You witness the flapping, been in the rooms and spit with the dragons. Safe to assume that we've been the last ones. Face, it looked like a painting. Certified trapper, but I look like I'm ancient. I look like I'm peaceful and I look like I'm patient. But I will slap a nigga with the same hands that I pray with. Stop playing.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
With Logan Paul.
Next.
I know you was over there. You was talking about a gun.
Oh, you didn't know?
No, not till after the picture's
Yikes.
supposedly.
Yeah.
So Yates already knew. So you're just gonna get kicked.
Bro, what are you doing?
Just for a second. Whichever one of the WWE writers is currently watching this show, write him a check. Because y'all stole that idea from watching this show. I'm looking directly at the camera for this. What's going on?
My whole body was about to run. About 20-pound bite out of Mike. Can't just jerk all this week. I'll do a whole new show reporting live from the floor. Because I'm hurt right now, but I'm going to do this show.
Out here looking like Ron Jeremy.
I ain't heard that name in years, bro. That was a whole human, dog.
You know,
Bitches. You can say it.
I wasn't going to
Bitches. You can say it. I want to hear you say it. You say it on your stream all the time. Bitches.
Pure Fusion Collective. What the fuck? What the actual fuck is this name?
Yes, I am. I am going to cry for Cole's thighs to fight this.
Do we have somebody who can physically go check on Kenny?
Man, me and my little we was, doing that thing and she nerfed my shit.
I don't want Kevin Gates to say it.
2K fix your goddamn game and give me the name for the goddamn creator wrestler.
I want to code it.
I will be back to take over again and again and again and again. But this is a 10-10 show. If you guys have not followed, all you waiters, follow. If you have not followed, do it.
Yo, this is an early one. Woo. Lord have mercy, Jesus. But I guess today was worth it. For those of you who are new, my name is Creole King Kenny. This is episode 6 of season 3. How y'all doing? Can y'all hear me? What's going on, JB? How you feeling? You can indeed hear me. I appreciate that, Blurred. I appreciate that a lot. So audio sounds good. Good stuff. Not very often do I get to have a show with someone that I am a fan of. Not very often at all. Outside, let me rephrase. Outside of my, my Twitch family. But this is a little different. If you are a Instagram scroller or a TikTok scroller, 9 times out of 10 you've seen this brother and you have laughed at these videos until you damn near cried. What's Q? How you feeling? Just got done being healthy and hated it. Listen, I get it. I understand. 100% understand. Listen, without further ado, let's jump into it. Let me introduce to you for the first time ever on Square Conversations. If I can find the right button, this guy.
If
Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. 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 Ain't no other king in this rap thing, they siblings. Nothing but my children. One shot, they disappearing. I'm in a city with a flag be getting thrown like it was past interference. Padlock around the building. Crash pulling up an unmarked truck just to play freeze tag. With a boner pick like it was sea bass. So when I made it out, I made about 50K from a show. Trying to show niggas the ropes before they hung from a rope. I'm prophetic. They only talk about it, how I get it.
Hello, 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 hello. The one.
Hello,
the
hello,
only.
hello.
I'm gonna screw the last name up, so I'm just gonna say Dio. How you feeling, man? How you feeling? How you feeling?
At least you're being.
Hey, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, at least he's being. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But no, yeah, it's great to be here. Honestly, it's first of all, the promo that you gave me to send me off in the beginning was fantastic. Thank you very much. I've always wanted to come out to my own entrance music, so that was heat. That was heat. That was heat. You gave me pyro and everything too. Jesus.
Yes, indeed. Listen, we try,
no,
man.
It's great to be here. Great to be here. Succeed. You succeed. 5 gold stars, A+ all around. Like, I'm glad to be here. Honestly.
Listen, I'm glad to have you. It's oh my goodness. Like I said, it's like a dream because like it's not very often where I get to have a show with somebody that I'm genuinely a fan of. Man, you and your brother Deji have been the cause of many laughing fits for a good while. For a good while. As a matter of fact, one of my favorites was the Iron Man bit. Because it really made you think. It really made you think. I was like, you know what? He's not wrong, like at all.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. That's kind of what we try as much as possible to, it makes a bit of sense, so that nobody can come in and say that doesn't make it. Yeah, but every now and then we get it wrong. But when we can, we try as much as possible to make sure that it makes as much, like there's logic behind it, however you slice it.
Right. And it's hilarious. It is definitely hilarious. You guys got something special. And the numbers that you guys pull are a testament to that. Like, it's amazing to see actually, I'm gonna have to probably shut TikTok down because not working right over there. Sorry, TikTok. Let's see. But okay, now, uh, but yeah, man, it's just been it's been phenomenal. And believe it or not, y'all, I just found this out. They're brothers. They're actually brothers.
Yeah, not many people know that. I thought because I thought it was pretty obvious. But I mean, I'm one of the people that's in it, so that makes sense. Why? But like, yeah, we are actually brothers. I'm the older one. He's the younger one. The entire thing was his idea. Like he was already on TikTok doing, these if videos, and so like one day he's just like, hey, do you wanna? I'm going to the studio. Do you want to come with me? And I was like, yeah, okay, I guess. And and here we are.
Listen, we love it. We love it. Anytime we can do something, and it's crazy because like you guys give off like a best friend vibe, like a adult college friendship. So when you said you guys are actual brothers, I was like, no way.
Yeah. Same mother, same father, everything. The whole shebang.
Wow. That's amazing. That's amazing. So let me ask you, because we ask everybody that comes on the show.
Okay.
This is that one scheduled question that I told you about.
And then the rest is off the rails.
When did Dio fall in love with wrestling?
When did Dio fall in love with wrestling? Whoa. When did Dio fall in love with wrestling? Gosh. Different. There were different parts, I think. It's not just one thing, because when I was growing up, it wasn't like as a child, I was just watching a lot of cartoons. And so every now and then my dad will change the channel to like a sports channel. And because we're Nigerian, we didn't really have like a dedicated like WWE channel. Like WWE, or I guess WWF back then, it would come on at a specific time. And you have to be like, the stars have to align for you as a kid in order for you to actually catch that. And so like one day I caught it, and I remember I saw The Undertaker and I saw Eddie Guerrero, and I'm like, I have no idea who these people are, but they look cool as shit. So, and then obviously, because again, like I said, the stars had to align. As a child, I could never actually find that. I never knew what channel it was. I never knew what time they were showing. It was Afterburn and it was Bottom Line, because those are the shortened versions of Raw and SmackDown, respectively.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went to a cousin's house. They were there. My mom and my cousin were talking in the background, and they just left me alone with the TV. And I was just, as a child, just cycling through channels. And then I came across Afterburn, which was SmackDown, and it was Brock Lesnar versus Big Show. And they did that spot where the ring collapses.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, damn. And from then on, I was like, and I remember because I saw that and I just sat there, and the commentary is going off. They're good. They're losing their minds. And I'm just like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And so I made a mental note. I'm like, okay, this is the time that this shows up on this channel. And this is, so my first introduction was even SmackDown. I didn't even know that it was Raw. So I was just a SmackDown person for the better part of that early experience when it came to wrestling. And then I found out that there was Raw as well. And I lost my mind. Because it never occurred to me that they could be two different shows.
Mm-hmm.
And like from then on, it was one thing after another. It was Randy Orton getting betrayed by Evolution. It was Goldberg coming back to win the World Heavyweight Championship before Triple H started his reign of terror, or during his reign of terror. I can't remember the exact timelines. It was Kurt Angle being in a wheelchair and being pushed off a ledge or something. It was Vince McMahon blowing up his car. There were just so many different things. And again, because I was young, I couldn't keep track of where everything was.
Mm-hmm.
I just had snippets. I literally just had snippets. And I was like, no, I have to follow this. It was Edge and his whole rated R thing, and they had them having sex in the middle of the ring. There was Gene Snitsky. There was Matt Hardy and Kit. Bro, wrestling is dope. Wrestling is dope.
Let me tell you, man. I remember watching the whole Edge and Hardy, Edge and Matt situation unfold.
Yeah.
And thinking, because I knew that was a real situation, and so I was like, the whole time that I'm watching it, I'm like, bro, Vince is a messy motherfucker. Like,
absolutely.
Like, ain't no way, bro, that I'm about to do a program with this man who is acting out in front of thousands of people what he actually did to me in my personal life. That's like catching the same ass whooping twice.
No, that was diabolical. That was diabolical. That was the devil's
I'm surprised
hand.
they didn't leave the company quicker than they did.
I'm surprised they didn't it stayed in the ring. I'm surprised they were professional, because that shit was crazy.
So there were times where Matt showed up ready to throw hands and he wasn't supposed to be there. So like there were times where it did actually boil over.
Escalate.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it was still fresh. Like the situation itself.
And it just happened.
Yeah, like it was brand new. And so like I get the whole wanting to make it feel authentic, so put it on the screen. I understand it, but that is not a safe. Because I'm just thinking about, like, I'm putting myself in that situation. Like, if my wife cheated on me and then was made to act it out at work in front of hundreds of thousands of people.
Everybody, dog.
Like, bro, my temper too bad for that.
Nah.
My temper is too bad for that. Like, bro.
They're better men than me. They are better men than me for sure. What? Across the world. Across the world. Nah. Nah. There are little kids in Nigeria who are not even part of the situation that now know. Bro. Nah.
Like,
I was cold.
Like, we have family reunion. Imagine having to explain that shit at your family reunion. Because understand, this happened, I want to say summertime. My family reunion happens in July. So, bro, ain't no no. No fucking way. Ain't no. Because when I finally actually catch you for real, I am going to jail. No ifs, ands, buts, questions about. I'm going.
And I think if I remember correctly, I don't know if it was the first match or like if it was the last one, but like Matt lost. Matt lost. So I'm like, this is like when I found out that this entire thing was like inspired by like real events, I'm like, this is dirty work. This is, this is
But
bro.
but that was Vince. That was Vince. Like
Vincent Kennedy McMahon is a petty person.
Oh, he's super petty. Yeah, true.
So like, I have a feeling like Matt probably pissed him off.
Oh, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, okay, fine. Here's what you're gonna do."
But here's the thing. Edge was the golden boy at that point. You know what I mean? Like Edge was the guy at that point. So like between the two of them, of course Edge was coming out on top.
Yeah.
Because not long after that, the Hardy Boys were done with WWE for a while.
I mean, who can blame him?
Like, bro, I mean, it's the same thing, you know, with Vince. Like like I say this all the time on the show, and I call back to it, bro. When Undertaker retired, I was at that WrestleMania when Undertaker retired.
Ain't no way.
I was there, and to listen to Undertaker tell these stories about the stuff that he been through with Vince, and they're glorifying, like they're telling these stories and laughing and stuff, and I'm sitting there looking like, bro, Vince should be in jail. What are y'all laughing at? Like, this is not funny. This is not funny at all. Like, bro, he tortured you.
Yeah.
And you're thanking him. Like,
you have to remember it was a different time though. Like there were company men back then. Like, but still, you're not wrong.
like, and Vince admitted, like, oh, it was back in the day, and you know,
Doesn't make it any better.
What's a permit? We didn't have permits back then, bro. What? So you just showed up and just.
So you're admitting to
you just showed up
things that you should be
and have two
paying
people beat up
massive
each other in the
fines
middle of
for.
a subway, and everybody is just like looking, not knowing what the hell's going on. Bro, Undertaker's talking about this parade that he was in where he had to like stand up and stand in one position, real stoic, like for hours on this parade float. Couldn't go to the bathroom, couldn't do anything for like hours.
Yeah, no.
Or
stand for hours? Nope.
Or
no.
Or the time,
especially in that like that persona too. That's crazy.
And then that the time when he had Undertaker in the full Undertaker trench coat and everything go down into the sewers of New York, and just to get a shot of Undertaker near the city boiler in full Undertaker gear, and the shoot took hours.
Nope.
Or the time when Vince had him stand at night in a cemetery in below freezing weather, like,
but
bro.
I mean,
and they're still defending him.
They're still defending him too, but I mean, also like, say what you want.
Because I know they weren't getting paid. I know they weren't getting paid.
Like, oh no, they were not nowhere near as much as like today. Nowhere near as much. But you know, it's that whole thing of like company loyalty, right? So like Taker now is like, he's huge. Like he has his own. They gave him his own show. Like even the streak was a testament to all that stuff as well. But like still, that is, hey, hey.
Like I just don't. I honestly, it's like,
I
bro.
mean, he still is in WWE's pocket because his podcast is a WWE podcast. He's on Legends and Future Great. Like he's one of the judges on that show.
On the LFG, yeah.
Which is interesting that his wife is now his co-host on his podcast and also one of the judges on LFG. Like,
Michelle McCool.
Is he not allowed to work by himself now?
Well,
I don't think he is.
I don't think it's
I don't think
that.
he is.
I
Or
think-
if he is, I mean, it's the same thing with this guy. Damn, the name escapes me. But there was another person that had like a similar situation. Not as bad as Undertaker, but it was like obvious that like contractually, or at least it seemed like it was a contractual obligation that they had to be doing all these different things, and they always had to have like a handler as well. Name escapes me, but like yeah.
But yeah, so
But yeah,
I
like
don't-
he apparently had a co-host for the podcast, and then people were like randomly,
Yes.
Michelle became
Yes.
the co-host.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Who did it?
I
Yes!
see
Who did
something
it?
going off. I don't know.
Yes!
You know,
Yes!
he just wanted to be close to his wife. It's just,
Yes!
there's nothing that, I mean, come on. There's nothing underhanded about that at all. There's no politics involved. They're married, so they want to spend as much time together as possible.
I just want to know what caused Mickey James to get. Well, was it the comments about the gear?
I
Like,
think
was
it
that the
was-
reason?
Well, that's the reason that they gave.
Yeah.
That's the reason that they gave. I think they have been trying to rope Michelle McCool into a Undertaker type deal for a while, and
Just because she's adjacent to him, like alone would be.
And so, as Undertaker enters his transition of blurring the lines between Undertaker and Mark, the
Mark,
person,
yeah.
Well, I appreciate you. And thanks for the follow. I appreciate you. I think that they are trying to humanize the quote unquote the monster that they created.
Yeah, very much so, yeah.
And so
very much so.
I think that them together will offer a special dynamic. I also see this happening once CM Punk once CM Punk finishes his in-ring. I could see them trying to do that with AJ, but I highly doubt that AJ would probably do it.
Yeah, I don't think that we'd get her back at all, like in any capacity.
I doubt that. But I mean, we said the same thing about him showing up in the first place. So I mean, you never know.
Right.
You never Coldberg.
She's got so much other stuff going right now that I don't see her even coming back to WWE. Like, yeah, she's interacting with the tweets and stuff like that, but
she has made a big name for herself outside of WWE, so much so that she doesn't necessarily need to rely on the WWE fame. As a matter of fact, a lot of the stuff that she does has nothing to do with her WWE past.
No, and she also goes by her real name with all
Yeah,
that stuff.
True.
What's up, Cole? How you feeling, man? I can't wait for the PLE to start. And I'm not talking about the WWE one either. So, Dio, if you don't know,
I'm excited for that gear.
Our good friend Kohlberg here runs one of the best wrestling e-feds on Twitch. And
In a way.
Yeah. Yeah, and their PLE is this weekend, and man, let me tell you, I have a character there. Yates has a character. My character has.
We both have more than a few characters.
Yeah, I have we both have a faction basically, and in my faction, 4 of the 5 people have titles.
Uh-huh.
One person has a title so long that even when we try to make this person lose, they refuse. Because it's all
So
like
that doesn't
it's all like AI.
that doesn't work
versus
for
AI.
me, brother.
It's all like AI versus AI, so it's all RNG. And when I say it's some of the dopest content dopest wrestling content that you will find on Twitch, bro. I guarantee you sit there and you watch it one good time, and you're going to be a fan.
I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna definitely check it out because that sounds amazing.
Well, one member of
sounds
your faction,
amazing.
well, one of your faction members, refuses to lose the title. One of mine, when given title opportunities, just throws them away.
Rose O'Shady.
Oh no, I'm talking about Lewis.
No, Lewis still on my shit list.
He throws those title opportunities away.
Lewis still on my shit list.
When is he not on?
He was the first person in Mouth to hit a woman.
Yeah.
In a game that you're technically not supposed to be able to hit women.
And now with the new 2K25 update, if that would have happened,
the woman would have hit back.
We would have been fine. Like, it wouldn't have been a disqualification.
What is this lore that I'm missing out on? What is this?
When I tell you, crazy shit happens. Crazy shit happens.
And for some reason, it happens with my characters a lot.
We have extra dimensional. We have extra dimensional clowns who have, for the greater part of a year and a half, taken over the Main Academy Wrestling Federation. We have
clowns.
We have we
got demons.
We got demons. We got witches. We got yeah. Mouth lore runs deep. Mouth lore runs deep.
Jesus. Okay, shit.
Mouth lore runs deep, and it's one of those things where, like, let's say you watch the stream, but you don't watch the YouTube version.
Oh,
you
no,
will still miss a key part because there's a specific segment that only shows up on the YouTube version. So you kind of have to watch both.
Huh? How do we why?
And the crazy part is, it all started with the few of us in Discord playing the game against each other. And then
that makes sense.
the first Twitch Mania was such a bust because when it was time for Twitch Mania, the servers and everything just kind of went down.
Oh.
And so it kind of ruined it. So then he was like, well, matter of fact, Shawnee P was basically we ought to do AI versus AI. And then so now we have people from the community that make wrestlers and then so pretty much every character in Mouth is a representation of somebody from the community. And we started with what, 30 something people in
That sounds
season
dope as
2,
hell, I'm not gonna lie.
and
That's
now
dope as hell.
and now we got like a roster of like 95 with
96, I think.
96 with people waiting for somebody else to drop off so that they can get in. Like
Yeah. I still love the fact that one of the people in your faction started out as a literal created to be a jobber.
Oh
and
yeah,
got
Alan.
so over.
Yeah.
Created to be a jobber and got
like
over.
when he was sent in, he was literally sent in at a base 30. Like, so our maximum minimum is 8. Our maximum is 80 when we send in our characters. And I
sent him a
created
base
out
30?
And he beat
so
one of our
I sent him
champions.
in at a 30. Like, I literally just created a random character because we were gonna like create him and then just like reuse him over and over again, change his name, stuff like that, as a like local enhancement talent.
Yeah, of course.
And he ended up beating like one of the bigger names going in because we were supposed to be building the other guy up. And he ended up beating him. And like that ended up getting like the crowd behind him even more. And now he's won half the tag team champions.
I have never
no longer under my control.
I have
Except
never
for Gear
sat down
sometimes.
to watch AI, like AI versus AI, but like, damn.
Yeah, and this was like all RNG.
I've been missing out. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like proper art, like the way it's supposed to be. But yeah,
but like the
if it wasn't AI versus AI, I would not actually be involved. I would still probably be creating people's gear, but I wouldn't actually be involved.
So
I don't play the game. I just make gear.
So the
wow.
A lot of the times we'll have a story in mind and have to completely pivot on in the story based on the decision that RNG made of who's gonna win that match.
Y'all like bookers for real.
There have been times where we would do something in Mouth and then see it weeks later on WWE.
Don't get me
TV.
started. Don't get me started.
Ain't no way.
Yeah. As a matter of fact,
that must be satisfying.
As a matter of fact, we were the clip in the entrance video where he's like, write him a check. Y'all stole that idea from because I basically spelled out how the Jey Uso thing was gonna go. And they did it exactly to the letter. and so so Yates gets mad and he's like, no, I'm serious. Whatever WWE writer is looking at this show, write him a check. Because y'all stole that idea from watching this show.
Supposed to write you a check. It's to write you a check.
Oh yeah,
they're stealing your ideas.
I guarantee
they owe you money, dog.
there is one of the writers that I don't know if they're actually like signed into their Twitch account and watching, or if they're just watching, like, you know, they're just watching. But there's a WWE writer who is watching. We'll find
Yeah.
out who it is.
I'm telling you, we got a leak in the building.
I was on. This is. I did not. I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad I'm here. Thank you for bringing me on.
I told you. You accepted the invite. You're family now. You can't get rid of us now.
I'm here for this. This is
man. Listen, one thing that I wanted to ask you about.
Yeah,
we know that the finals for the Queen of the Ring is Asuka versus Jade.
Mhm.
And I know that we are moments away from the show, from the actual show. But what I want to do with you is sort of, let's break down this card. And I
Okay.
want you to give me kind of your predictions on the show, kind of like the video you did.
Yeah. Got you.
And then, because I want to pick your brain and find out the why.
Mhm.
And so, what I really want to do is I want to start, honestly, with the Queen of the Ring, Asuka versus Jade. Which way do you think that's going to go?
That one is. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure because, like, if I sit down and really think about it, like Asuka's a veteran, so she doesn't need Queen of the Ring. But at the same time, like, she just came back, and so like it would be a nice like way to tie up that, and then push for maybe Asuka versus, I think Io Sky is still champion. But at the same time, Jade has been on fire like since she got here. Like since she came into the main roster, she's been like, I think back to like the match that she had with Naomi, and like every week that she's been on TV, it's like she's improving a lot more. Like especially like I was watching her when she started in AEW. So like I've essentially seen her grow and become a lot more confident in the ring. So like it's a toss. Oh.
So
I would say I think I'll say Asuka. I think I'll say Asuka.
Okay.
I think I'll say Asuka.
I
think
so. I
yeah,
started
Asuka.
watching. I started watching Jade in AEW as well. But and this is what I've always said about Jade in AEW. There was never a match where I was like, you know what, that was dope. Jade herself is a spectacle, but there's never been a match in her AEW career where I was like, that was a banger. Like
they kept putting her in squash matches, so
yeah.
I mean,
so like, I was proud of her for, because Tony Khan threw the bag at her. Like that contract that he was offering her was nuts. And she turned down all of that money to go to WWE, knowing that WWE was going to teach her what she wasn't learning in
AEW. Yeah, true.
So she will always get credit for that from me. My concern is if they give her Queen of the Ring, is she ready for a top of the card title? Or should she start off with the mid card title first.
I was
So
mid card.
here's my thought of the whole thing. So Asuka, if Asuka wins, she's going after Kyrie. Like, I mean, after Io, because of damage control being done. Like, I would love to see that match. Absolutely, need that match to happen. Don't necessarily know if we need Asuka to be Queen of the Ring for that match to happen, because it can still happen organically, storyline wise. Triple H just has to do it.
Fair.
The other side of it, Jade winning the crown, getting the match at SummerSlam against Tiffany, because I'm assuming Tiffany's going to keep the title until SummerSlam.
At least.
We get Naomi cashing in. And instead of Jade winning the title, Naomi ends up finally getting the title. So Jade doesn't, like, she wins the crown, but she doesn't win the title.
I forgot about Naomi.
At the
being
cost
Money in the
of
Bank, actually.
Naomi, and then that goes back into the Naomi Jade feud.
Naomi with these promos, bro, she been in her bag.
I've been absolutely loving.
No, ever since
Naomi's
she
heel
switched,
turn.
I swear, it's been fantastic.
I
It's
mean,
been-
I'm a
oh.
Naomi fan. Like, it doesn't matter what Naomi's doing. Like, she can be wearing razor blades. She can have neon glow shoe. I mean, she's still doing the glow shoes. She still hasn't lost the glow. She's just tweaked it. Because that caution tape, it still glows.
She's proceeding with caution. What can I say? She doesn't want to do anything too drastic.
And I
I
ain't gonna hold you that finishing move she has now, that modified lung blower.
I haven't
True.
paid attention to it. I need
True.
I need to see it.
That modified
Go
lung blower
find
is
clips.
nasty. And the minute that they allowed that move in WWE 2K, it's going on Razor.
Mine.
It's going on Razor. It's going on Razor. Rose O'Shady can't have that.
I'm
one.
with it.
Rose O'Shady cannot have that one.
I didn't say it was gonna go to Rose. I just said mine. I have like 10 people.
It's going on Razor.
Maybe Chelsea needs a new move.
She can fight Razor for it. She can fight Razor for it.
Look, if it involves fighting Razor, nope, Razor can have it. Chelsea ain't fighting Razor again.
Razor is so dominant.
every time Chelsea faces Razor, nope.
Razor is so dominant that they say that Razor should fight the men now.
Jesus, like China.
But the problem is the fear is that if Razor starts fighting the men and actually starts winning, the men will be in their feelings. So we don't pull that. We don't allow it to happen because we don't want discord amongst the family. Like,
just
fair.
book her against Lewis. That's all I gotta say. Book her against Lewis.
Book her against Lewis. I don't know. She been wanting a piece of Lewis for a minute.
He deserves it.
Ever since Lewis,
he deserves it.
Ever since Lewis kicked that girl.
So do 2 out of 3 fairs. Okay.
2 out of 3 fouls.
It took
Chelsea,
2 or 3
they said you
Fado
were-
Does for Chelsea to go down against Razor. That not Stan.
Oh yeah. Stan O Razor like 5 minutes.
Loving the fact that there's an entire like league, an entire other promotion
That's basically what Mouth is. It's literally
Yeah.
a promotion on Twitch, and it's been phenomenal
Yeah,
to
Murphy
watch
needs
it
to
grow.
start talking to Mao.
It's been
I can
phenomenal.
imagine, yeah.
It's been phenomenal to watch it grow. And like I can't wait. I can't wait until we finally get Goldberg to go partner so that more eyes can see what we see. Cause Jesus Christ.
It sounds amazing. I'm definitely down to like, not just like, I'm definitely down to at least check it out. I don't know if I'm gonna participate. I don't know if I'm gonna participate. Let me watch first. Let me sit in the crowd first. I'll be a plant, and then we'll see what happens after that.
Okay.
But God damn.
Yeah, we could, as a matter of fact, and we pinned Goldberg at the top, so if you want to follow him, you can.
Hey, I got you.
But we, man, it's like I said, from something very small to what it is now. It's crazy, and like they're saying in the chat, the stories write themselves. You know what I mean? We have people that may not do promos, and
does that say Granny Phantom?
Yes.
What the fuck?
We do. We have two women who are of grandmother status in mouth. We have Granny Phantom and Puzzles, who is a
Puzzles.
Yeah,
Puzzles.
Well,
Puzzles.
Granny Phantom's not necessarily a wrestler anymore. Well,
It doesn't matter. She steps in the
I
ring
think she
every
still
now and
has. She
then.
still has a. I think she has an open contract.
I believe so.
Y'all killing me.
I think. I think she has a. I think she has a. Whenever she wants to show up, she show like. It's not even a contract. It's a she shows up when she wants to kind of
Like
situation.
Loki, y'all are blowing my mind with this. This is craziness.
Yeah, it's a whole thing, man. It's a whole thing.
Where can I find it on YouTube as well?
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's he just posted it in the chat. It's YouTube.com
I'm seeing it.
at Goldberg9.
Do we want predictions on the King of the Ring tournament before the actual match starts? I got Peacock up, like kind of small screened.
It shouldn't start for another.
It's on. It's already.
Oh, okay, yeah.
YouTube.com/Goldberg.
Goldberg9.
Okay, got you.
So King of the Ring.
King of the Ring, we got
it's Randy
Orton versus Cody Rhodes.
Mm-hmm.
Does Cody need it?
That's exactly what I was about to say. Cody don't need a damn thing.
Well, it's kind of like what
Cody-
I said before. Like my thing with Cody is instead of allowing WWE to go the route they originally wanted to go, we kind of forced them into a Cody finishing his story right now. And before that happened, my question was, okay, Cody wins the title, but because you let him win the title now, on his way up, he beat everybody already. So you give him the title, then what? What happens after? And that's
You
where
give him a
we are right
podcast.
now. Is they let him they let him get the title, and now they don't know what to do with him. So they should have allowed us to get Roman versus Rock while Rock actually wanted to do it. Because now everybody's like, well, we could go back to that. No, we can't, because now The Rock.
No, not really, no.
Right.
Now
The
he's
Rock-
salty and in his feelings, and because he can't pull his weight,
Right.
Or well, I mean, he could still. I own half this. Like own whatever portion of this company. Like I want to do this.
He's
Which
officially
I don't know
taking
why
his
he
ball
didn't
and
just
going on.
do that. Like, why didn't
I
he do
don't
that
like
to
that's
begin
what
with and say screw the fans like
that's
Vince used to do?
exactly like I don't. This is the thing I don't understand. Like the entire thing of like, I like again. Allow me some grace because I do not like Cody Rhodes for shit. So this is, I'm just like, Cody does not need King of the Ring.
No.
Cody does not need King of the Ring. What Cody needs at this point in time, since he likes being an underdog so much, is he loses every single fucking match.
Give him the Roman Reigns.
And I'm not
when Roman Reigns was doing the chase.
Exactly.
I'm gonna be honest.
Lose every single
Randy
match.
doesn't need King of the Ring either.
Like, until
neither
that-
one
but
of
until-
them need King of the Ring. Like they should have given it to somebody. Like they should have had some of the newer superstars.
Until they're ready for Cody Rhodes to be back on top, then they need to go ahead and give it to Randy.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to be ready for Cody to come back and be on top until John Cena is finished. So, in that, I would say for long-term story booking, Randy needs to win.
Yeah.
Because
Also, where are we going
again-
with this John Cena story? He's got what, 6 months left supposedly, and then he's retiring
I think he's gonna stay gone, only because
for like a year, and then he'll be back.
I doubt it. And the reason why I say
I don't
that
think
is
so.
the reason why I say that is because Cena realizes that his in-ring performance is not what it used to be, and he doesn't want to be one of these people
That drags it out.
right that doesn't know when it's time to let go.
Ric Flair.
We're looking at Ric Flair.
Damn.
Allergies, right?
Yeah, crazy. It's crazy.
I'm also not, and I know I'm jumping around, but I'm also not thrilled about the whole Jey Uso losing so we can get a Goldberg type of thing. Like
that's bullshit.
Like,
why do we need
I feel
him
like
back?
Goldberg needs to just stay the fuck where he is.
No, but I also
Thank you for
think-
saying it so I didn't have to.
Yeah, I think that's fair, but I also think like Jey Uso's thing of being champion, and then because even like there's something missing in, I feel anyway, there's something missing when it comes to Jey Uso as being champion, and I think he needed to have a little bit of like a few setbacks other than just losing to Gunther, because if he was just gonna lose to Gunther, like, okay, cool, Gunther's a stumbling block, yay, whatever. But he needed to reach a point where like it was like he was going to win, and then he faces something that he can't overcome, and it just happens to be Cody. And Cody's on a different thing entirely. I don't know why Cody is on this thing, but Cody's on a different thing of like, I need to crawl my way back, etc. And so it doesn't hurt Jey losing to Cody and not becoming King of the Ring and then not going after Gunther. So they have a bit of time to, and plus Gunther, you don't want Gunther to just stand there with the championship and not do anything.
Right.
It only makes sense that he beats Goldberg in Saudi Arabia. Unless he doesn't, in which case I will fucking riot. I will riot. Oh my God.
I just don't understand. You have a champion that you did not, that, let's face it, you gave him the championship and then had no real direction for him. And then you keep Gunther out of WWE for Jay's title reign, and then the minute he comes back, he beats your champion, no build up, damn near no promotion, in a no nothing match that happened on a random ass SmackDown. I mean on Raw, and like it's one of the most disrespectful ways to lose a championship.
Yeah, but also keep in mind that that's kind of been Jey Uso's like entire thing, no? The way he won the Intercontinental Championship was the same. The way he lost the Intercontinental Championship was the same.
It's just, I don't know, bro. It's
They don't
like,
put stock in him. It's the opposite thing of Roman Reigns. When Roman Reigns was like the big dog. Jey Uso is making money for WWE. That means they need to keep Jey Uso around for as long as they can to continue making money for WWE. It's plain and simple.
and that's why
It's plain and simple.
that's why they never even teased the Usos getting back together. It's because Jey Uso has too much star power right now to put him back.
He has way more merch sales as a single star than they ever did as a tag team.
You got people doing the yeet chant at their graduation right now. Like,
They have made so many color variations of the Yeet shirt that, like, I need every single one of. Well, no, I don't.
No.
I need every single color of like the shirts that they have available if they were any other superstar.
Fair.
If it was any other superstar, I would need every single color. Like, give me a Naomi shirt in every color that y'all have given Jey Uso.
True.
Heck, give me a Roxanne Perez shirt in every color that they've given Jey Uso.
I'll take an Aleister Black, a Karrion Kross, a Sami Zayn even.
So I read somewhere.
Not a WWE merch shirt site, but you're right.
I read somewhere that the reason why they don't push Karrion Kross is because Karrion Kross is afraid to take bumps.
He literally just did an interview saying that he debunked that in an interview.
Yeah. Even what they were using, they were like, "Oh, it was in a main event match against."
Because he wouldn't take back bumps, and it's like, if you watched the further into the clip, he does take a back bump.
He does take back bumps. Yeah, I like Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross was cool. Or at least I liked him when he was in NXT, and I like what he's doing now. We haven't really seen him in the ring for me to be like one way or another, but like so far, like all his background stuff,
Karrion's
I'm here
issue
for it.
is, I think, he's a victim of creative. Like, it's almost like they almost do it, and then right when it's supposed to happen, they're like,
"I'll be right back." The cat's scratching at the door.
Right when it's supposed to happen, they're like, "Nah, we changed our mind." And I'm like,
yeah, that's kind of
And I'm like, bro, like, you can't. How many matches? And it's the same thing with like, with like some other wrestlers. How many matches can a person lose before we stop caring?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? And
he does not inspire you. Interesting. Who inspires you then? I'm curious.
Sims, you have been asked a question. Who inspires you if Karrion Kross does not? Okay.
Yeah.
Wasn't ready to be asked a question, huh? But no,
yeah, but no, I think you're entirely right. Like it's not just Karrion Kross. There's a bunch of other people too that are like they haven't done it as blatantly. But I think Karrion Kross is like the worst. Is like the worst offender, I guess, or the worst victim of creative in that kind of regard. They gave him everything too. They gave him Final Testament. They gave him AOP. They gave him the interest. They gave him the I can't remember his name. They gave him an entire faction.
Paul Ellering.
And they released Paul Ellering, and then they released everybody in the faction except his wife.
Right.
And it's like, what are we doing here, bro?
Right. But see,
what are we doing? He was.
see, I don't know what it
wife.
is. I don't know what it is about AOP, but I'm honestly of the notion that WWE just does not like AOP because they treat them boys like shit.
Yeah, they do. It's
I mean, when they were in NXT, they got decent treatment.
It's kind of like
yeah,
what's his name?
fair.
What's that boy's name? Jinder Mahal. It's like WWE
They don't
really
treat.
WWE really
treat,
wants you to care about Jinder, but we just don't. Like,
They don't. I think Jinder is the only Jinder and like the Great Khali are the only folks of I can't remember if he's Indian and Pakistani. I don't want to make a mistake either. But like from that region that have been treated well. And it seems like every other person from that this is a completely different tangent. But like it seems
no, this is what we do here.
It's like every other person from that is just not treated well at all. And I don't know why. It's just consistently. I was gonna say the same thing about Nigerians, but then Obafemi is Nigerian.
Oh my god,
so I can't.
Obafemi is bro. But up until you still can say that because up until Obafemi, you're right.
Oh yeah.
You're right.
True. I mean, they gave the entire nationality to Apollo Creed as a gimmick, and
that, in my opinion, that was so disrespectful. That shit was disrespectful as hell. Cause now
let's not get into that, please. Please, okay. I'm very sensitive about it. Let's not get into that shit was fucked.
No, it was the only thing that I can think of in recent times that was more disrespectful than that was having Rey Fenix's first match be against El Grande Americano and having Rey Fenix lose on the day that you announce that you have bought AAA was probably the most disrespectful thing I have seen that WWE has done in a very, very, very long time.
Let's not even talk about that wrestler. Oh, apparently him and Chad Gable are both out. Unfortunately, both of them need shoulder surgery. Like both of them apparently need shoulder surgery. So they're both out of action.
They're just both okay.
Like
oh my god. It's
I don't know how I don't know how they're gonna write that, but like that's what you get for putting Chad Gable in a mask and then having him be a whole different character while also still being himself. Like same shoulder at that.
Bro.
The odds.
Can you not chew on my finger?
I mean,
the
disrespect. Like, I was getting pissed, and I'm not even of that nationality, and I was getting pissed when I was watching.
That was some bullshit.
I was getting
That was
pissed And then I did a
Okay.
show right after it, and then Karma comes in, and she, she's Hispanic, and she's like, we literally invoked a rant from Karma because when we started talking about it, and she just starts going off, and like she had like, but it's like, bro, I've seen lucha wrestling. I'm a fan of lucha wrestling. I went to when I went to Mexico, I took in a lucha show while I was there, and that's where that mask comes from that I showed you earlier.
Yeah.
And like, they have way too much pride to be treated like that. That was like, bro, that was fucked up. like, bro, that was.
And it's worse too because that was around the time where Penta was like championed, essentially, like he could do no wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And so, oh man,
like they have
that's
been
a disrespect.
And to be
You're doing
honest
dirty,
with you,
bro.
for all the hype and stuff that commentary gives Ray Phoenix and Penta, like they're still the matches they're treating like shit. Like,
Yeah.
like they're not being allowed to win
They're
the
getting
matches
quick
that matter.
matches. They're getting quick matches that we know they're gonna win. Actually, I was surprised that Ray Phoenix and Andrade won their tag match against DIY.
Yeah, that was very surprising actually. Yeah, that was very surprising.
And I'm like, bro, y'all left AEW where y'all were basically the Lucha Kings over there to come here. And I understand, the whole grass is green on the other side type of thing, but like, y'all came here and now y'all being treated like less than. Like, and I hate
Bro.
that for y'all. Like,
I don't know how, and maybe it's because like we're on the outside looking in, right? But I don't know how you can go from being tag champions in one promotion that has the kind of pool that AEW has, as in the amount of talent that AEW has, and then decide to go to WWE, not wrestle essentially your style, be in these short matches, and just like have it like, here, just take this, just take this, just take this. A lot of people were saying when they signed Penta the first time that they were going to put him in the LWO. And I was like, I hate that exists, but I can see it happening.
I'm glad
I can see it happening. Yet.
They were supposed to.
They'll put.
I was gonna say,
they'll put
where
Penta in
is the LWO? Because like they haven't been seen. Like, or am I not
think
paying
they're-
attention?
I think they're on NXT now.
Huh? Because I've been.
Are they on NXT?
I like
Or they're on main
randomly,
event?
like relegated to main event or speed.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
I
Fantasma
know I know they just had Los Garza win the AAA tag titles, which, like, the fact that we have WWE wrestlers winning titles outside of WWE is still crazy. Like, the fact that we have Trick Williams as the TNA champion.
That is nuts.
Is crazy.
That is
that's
nuts. If
that
I
is-
was somebody like Joe Hendry or a big name in Impact, I would be pissed. Like, there's no way.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, they have Joe Hendry going back after the title. Like,
I mean, fine and good, but look how long Trick has had that title.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Trick has had it for it to be a title that belongs to a completely different company. Trick has
Completely
had that
different
title.
company.
Trick has had that title for a while. It does feel like that what I said a couple shows ago is right. It feels like a version of WCW Takeover again, where you're struggling financially, but you have great talent, and so we say, here, we'll sign a deal to help you get the money and give you the money, but then you're like, at the end of the contract, are you going to be able to survive? Because the problem is the beef between WWE, the beef right now between WWE and Impact is WWE is saying, we'll help you, but you got to be PG.
Don't force being PG on them.
Impact has never been PG. Their core fan base is their fan base because they're not PG.
They're not PG, yeah.
So if they decide to bend to the will of WWE, they lose their core fan base because they went PG, thereby at the end of this contract not be able to support themselves. WWE comes in and scoops them up for pennies on the dollar because they can't support themselves in the contracts that they have.
You said it happened before, so.
Gene, to answer your question about if either of us saw the poster, yeah, I did. The fact that Trick Williams isn't on the poster for the August Impact is interesting.
Trick Willie.
Like, they have Jeff in the middle of the poster. Like, the fact that they have Jeff in the middle with Matt off to the side and Joe Hendry behind them, like, as far as, like, the focal point of TNA Emergence.
Can I see this poster?
TNA Emergence.
Hold on, I'll send it to you. Hold on,
Where's the lawyers? Do we have any lawyers in the chat?
Let's see. Let's go to Cole's.
Don't bite me.
I'm assuming it's in marking out.
Twitterverse.
Really? And that's an emergence title. I mean, pay-per-view. All right, and then go back up to. If you look in the Discord channel, you'll see it now.
Got you.
But yeah, he's not there. at all.
Huh. Oh. Huh. Okay. Okay. Interesting is the word, yeah. Hmm. Curious.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. So in New York they have those wrestling events on the train.
Yeah.
No, I did not know that.
The Hardys showed up.
Oh.
Yeah, the Hardys showed up on one of them.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Hold on. Let me see if I can pull the video.
Oh,
I
man.
forgot what those events are called. What is the wrestling train event called? Is it Train Mania or something like that?
Train Mania?
I can't remember what it's called.
All right, give me a second. I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay,
I
there we
should
go.
minimize. I'm
Subway
gonna
Mania.
minimize. I'm gonna minimize Peacock.
It's called Subway Mania. That's what it's called.
I have to minimize this because I don't need to be live reacting to. Because the match the King of the Ring match just ended.
I almost want to ask you, but I'm not gonna do that.
No, don't spoil it for yourself. Gene, my face should be able to tell you.
Where is the video?
All I gotta say is, what the fuck? What the fuck?
What am I looking at right now?
So this is Subway Mania. This is Subway Subway Mania. It is the
Did you post a link somewhere?
It's behind me.
Oh, it's behind you. Oh, my brain.
And the link is right here.
Yeah, I don't like. Why would y'all mess with? Like, people got to get to work.
So this is what happened. This is what they're talking about.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Subway Mania! And All Out Brawl's happening! What the hell is going on? It's Rush Hour, you sicko! Someone stop this madness! No! Someone's going to get badly hurt! What are they setting up for? This is why the MTA is raising the fare for stuff like this! My blood pressure is skyrocketing, ladies and gentlemen! Oh my god! Stop it, please! Is that a table? Don't do it! No! Stop the match, please!
On a Subway?
My God, this is insane.
A table on
No,
Subway?
no. 3D. What the hell is going on? Someone call the damn ambulance. Get the paramedics, please. Don't tell me. It's the Hardy Boys, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Hardy Boys. The Hardy Boys are here. You broke the table. That's Matt and Jeff Hardy. What the hell is going on? How the hell did they get Matt and Jeff Hardy on the freaking subway? The Hardy Boys are here. Jeff Hardy's doing his dance. Oh my God. What a moment, ladies and gentlemen. I have goosebumps. The Subway Mania universe cannot believe what they are seeing. They are legends, ladies and gentlemen. Legends.
So, I would intentionally put my foot out and trip somebody up. I'm gonna be honest. Like you're interrupting my ride to wherever I'm trying to get to for you to put somebody through a table
Can you imagine?
while you're trying to pretend to be the Dudleys, cuz that's all y'all are trying to do. You are literally dressed in camo just like the Dudleys. Like, come up with your own gimmick.
I mean, in Subway Mania, it's a bunch of guys that are taking on the personas of other wrestlers. So I'm not knocking the fact that they're pretending to be other people, because that's what normally happens there. But
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Exactly.
Still,
Gene got it. Gene got it right. Like, this is.
I'm
Rush
tripping one of
Hour.
them. I'm tripping one of them up. Like while they're walking through, I'm tripping them up. Oops, my bad.
I'm trying to get home.
You're interrupting my peaceful train ride. I'm gonna interrupt your match.
Do you understand how? Jesus. Like, even as a wrestling fan, that's even as a wrestling fan, this would piss me off.
Like, a train is already a very small, confined space.
Very small, yeah. And then you have the Hardy Boys show up. Like, that's supposed to make it better. I don't.
They can still get tripped up too.
Yeah, of course.
I think I could have gone a while without seeing it.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree.
I think I could have gone a while without seeing that. So
okay.
I tell you what.
Are the champions, huh?
So they're currently showing the reasoning behind the street fight of Raquel versus Rhea, and they're like bringing up like the fact that they were best friends in NXT and stuff like that, and
I remember when they used to treat NXT like people didn't know what NXT was. So when they did the call ups, nothing that you did in NXT mattered. And now, and now it's
now that Triple H is in charge, it matters. The funny thing is, they were actually a tag team. We had an NXT house show here, and they were in a tag match against, it was Bianca and it wasn't Wendy Chu. I'm trying to remember who it was. It was Bianca and somebody, like, it was a random pairing that was just like interesting. It was it Xia Li? Or was it Wendy Chu? I don't remember what superstar it was. But like she literally got injured at the next house show right after ours and was out of action for a while. But we got to see Rhea and Raquel versus Bianca and somebody else in a tag match for our house show. And like that's when they were trying to make Rhea and Raquel like a tag team for like the road, so they could be a tag team on NXT. And that never happened. Or at least not that I remember.
Prior to the whole Raquel joining the Judgment Day thing, if this would have happened before that, I would have been, yeah, let Raquel win. Now I'm just kind of like, just let Rhea.
I still say let Raquel win.
I don't know.
I still say let Raquel win. Yeah.
I'm Rhea wins everything.
Well, that's true. That is true.
And I'm tired of it.
I tell you what. I'll let you have Raquel winning over Rhea as long as Jacob dog walks Solo.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
I need
co-signed.
I need
co-signed.
I need Jacob to beat the shit out of Solo.
All gas, no brakes, baby.
Right. I mean, I'm talking disrespectfully. I need the MLW version of Jacob in this match.
Hell yes, brother.
Also, why have they not stripped Raquel and Liv of the tag titles yet?
Because some people get stripped, some people don't.
Like, either strip her of the title or make Roxanne her tag partner, or make her find a new tag partner like they did with Chelsea when what's her name got injured, when Sonya Deville got injured. Like Chelsea had to find another tag team partner.
Either that or she defends both belts by herself. Shout out to
by herself, yeah.
Go ahead, make her
Braun
defend the
Strowman.
titles by herself. Like, make her defend the titles by herself.
Even if they put a squash match of her defending it by herself, it would be better than just like not doing anything with it at all.
Mm-hmm.
At this point in time,
right?
So,
this has been going on a while.
I'm happy that the women are able to put more personality into their gear finally when going over to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, true.
Like instead of them just wearing black pants, long black sleeve shirt, and a t-shirt with their logo on it that doesn't even represent the actual logo that they have.
It was.
Like, it was first two, if I'm not mistaken. Like, the first two or three.
First two?
Because
I didn't think they let it go on for that long.
The very first one was Natty and was it Lacey Evans? I think the very first one was Natty and Lacey Evans.
Yeah.
And then the next year was Bailey and Naomi.
Mm-hmm.
When before Naomi, left to go to Impact
and become a wrestling god. Because the work she did over there, it still baffles me why she came back to WWE.
This is what I'm like.
Because she loves the company still.
Like, bro,
She loves the
there
company
is
even though
no,
they don't love her.
there is no.
Is that Penta and Ray Phoenix thing all over again? I don't
Yeah.
understand. You're like, okay,
Bro,
So
okay.
on
she
so
was
on
being,
that
she was being
note,
treated
like
in Impact the way Athena is being treated in AEW. Like, because
Ring of Honor, not
I mean,
AEW, but Ring of
same
Honor.
thing, same
ROH,
thing.
yeah, ROH.
No, I don't consider them the same
Oh
thing.
no, it's no.
Because
They're
she doesn't
different,
get
they're
TV
different.
time with AEW. She gets TV time with Ring of Honor.
Yeah, isn't she still champion in ROH?
I don't think so.
What?
Is she still champion in ROH?
Athena, isn't she?
Who?
Isn't she
Athena?
champion?
Yeah, she's still a champion.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Still?
Yeah, she's been champion for like
Jesus.
I don't know how long.
Because she was
Like she's
champion.
still
is she?
still the champion.
She was champion when I saw Ring of Honor. When I got this shirt that I have on now.
She has been their champion for 800. Like I mean, she has the she
But
has
if
the
you
moniker
ever
of
seen-
the forever champion for a reason.
If you ever,
Forever champion. Yeah, okay. That
if
tracks,
you've
that
ever
tracks.
seen her matches in Ring of Honor, you would understand. Like,
No, I get it. Yeah, solid, fucking solid.
She has been champion since she won the title in December of 2022. She
December
has
of
been
2022.
champion for 929 plus days.
Jesus Christ.
And she's defending it pretty regularly, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
So the funny thing is, somebody pointed out that she doesn't actually defend. Like she defends it, I guess, on house shows, but like as far as like actual TV, she's defended it like maybe 20 times. For that for this 900-day run. Or at least that's what people are claiming.
I mean,
But Ring of Honor has always been has always been a house show thing. Like, if you want real Ring of Honor, then you would go to the house shows, because Ring of Honor has always been the that's where it got its roots, in like the house show environment. I honestly think that the whole TV thing is just so that people know what they're looking for when Ring of Honor comes to your city or your state.
I
But
wonder, has Ring of Honor ever been to South Carolina? Because I don't pay attention to like when house show, like in general, when house shows come to my state.
I know All In Texas is gonna be a banger.
I've never been to a live show, and I was thinking about making that one my first, but like it's not looking good.
All In Texas
It's not looking good.
I'm mad that I typed in Ring of Honor and then South Carolina, and a Clemson, like the Clemson Tigers website is the first thing that pops up. Like,
you want to know what pisses me off? You want to know what really grinds my gears?
Tell him.
Keith Lee has been healthy and cleared to wrestle for a while, and they
let's
just
not-
got this
let's not talk
man
about that.
sitting at home, and he's like, "It's not up to me when I return." What the actual fuck are you doing, Tony Khan?
Snorting way too much stuff.
Cocaine Bear, as Danny calls her. I don't understand.
Fair.
I
That was
don't
a stiff
understand.
kendo shot. Jesus Christ.
The last show that I went to where Tony Khan was there, this man was so high, he gave the same promo 4 times in one night.
Oh my god.
As a matter of fact, I know
I repeat myself sometimes.
As a matter of fact, he damn near gave the same promo twice while in the same segment. Like,
he just wanted to make sure we understood and heard what he said.
Yeah, exactly. It was just clarifying.
No,
I'm not. What am I doing? I'm not defending that man.
Oh, Tony.
But so like apparently everybody has been you mentioning the wrestlers like who leave AEW and come to WWE. A lot of fans, gotta put that in air quotes, have been very critical of Blake Monroe, formerly Mariah May. She hasn't even gotten in the ring to wrestle yet, and they're already talking shit about, oh, she's just a knockoff Toni Storm now, stuff like that, because of the character that she's already that she's doing in WWE. No, she's slightly doing Sabrina Carpenter things with her look and like the promo packages that they've already been giving her. Like, she's been playing off of current pop culture. Like, she's not trying to do the whole black and white like movie star gimmick. Like, literally, people have shown the parallel of her and Sabrina Carpenter as far as like a lot of her looks so far.
Do they have any actual tag team? Yeah, they have a bunch. Sorry.
WWE has like no women's tag team anymore. They release every single one of them.
You know what?
Ooh.
Wade Barrett said something on, I think it was SmackDown, that could not have been more true. He let it slip on live TV that the tag team situation in WWE has been a mess for a very long time. He said that
because
on
every time we get a women's tag team, one of them gets injured.
It's not, but it's not.
Or they release the entire team.
But it's not.
Or they release half the team, and then.
But at this point, it's not just the women tag team.
Oh, it's tag teams in general.
It's the tag team scene in general. Like,
because Triple H doesn't know how to book tag teams.
It's trash. It's complete garbage. Like, the women is worse because they're just throwing shit against the wall to see what sticks.
The wall, yep.
Give me back Kaden Carter and Katana Chance.
That was crazy.
An actual tag team.
Right. You released all of your actual tag team people?
Give me back Isla Dawn.
You released all of your actual tag team people for the option to just pull people together that have no business being together.
Oh, so one of the NXT people who got released, when everybody was like getting mad and upset about like all the releases and stuff like that, Eddie Thorpe was on that list of people who got released. He requested his release. Like, people were getting mad and like, they were just doing storylines with him, blah, blah, blah. Why'd they release him? He asked for it. he actually asked for his release.
I know a
So
couple of people that need to
I
ask for their
now
release.
I now need to remember there's a possibility when these people get released, they asked. Instead of me getting upset and, you know, going, why'd they release this person? Why'd they do that? Maybe they asked. Maybe they
That's
requested
fair.
it.
That's fair. That's
And
fair.
it seems like what I thought was going to happen is actually happening.
What?
R-Truth is back as Ron Killings, and they have no fucking idea what they want to do. What they want to do with him.
That's the
That's something.
the fans wanted him back, but creative has no idea what to do. It seems like they currently have him playing like some multiple personality situation. Like it seems like he's just talking to himself and has like multiple personalities or something like that. Am I wrong? Like
I have no clue.
I'm fine with it because like Aleister Black gets to kick him in the face, so I'm good. But apart from that, I have no idea what's going on. There's a lot of stuff that I have no idea what's going on. A lot of stuff. I don't. Seth's entire thing, like faction thing, since WrestleMania, I don't. Why is Bronson Reed?
So that brings me to a TikTok that I got the other day. Izzy Dame posted on TikTok like a video of her and Bronson or whatever, and she was like, I get more views like on my TikToks when he's in them or something like that. And it was a stitch, and somebody was like, wait, he has a girlfriend? She like, you let him leave the house with all of that self-tanner and looking like an orange, and you let him leave the house? Like, why are you letting him do stuff like that? And it's like, when I showed that to Tony, he was like, she's got as much self-tanner on as he does. Like, she can't tell
Oh,
him.
you mean Braun Breaker? You said Bronson Reed.
I thought I said Bronson. I thought
Yeah,
I said
yeah,
Braun
yeah.
Breaker. But yeah, Izzy Dame, like, she posted a TikTok, and
but
she's got as much self-tanner as he does in the video, but she doesn't look orange.
But
She doesn't look orange.
Let's be real. Let's not forget. As much as Braun Breaker wants to be Braun Breaker, he is still a Steiner.
Yeah.
And Steiners have the one of the things that Steiners are known for. Yes, the muscles, the dog, the chains, the chainmail, all of that. The Frankensteiner. But let's not forget, don't act like these motherfuckers didn't come out of the curtain orange as fuck. let's
orange and barking like a dog. That's all he's gonna be remembered for now.
Let's not act like these motherfuckers didn't have a case of Tanner on for every match.
Fair.
Like,
oh, the Kevin Owens video, like, that one was amazing. The fact that he called out Matt Cardona during that podcast too. Like, he said something along the lines of like, how are you calling yourself the indie god, but then complaining that WWE won't sign you? Or something like that.
Well, so it's not that black and white. It's not really that cut and dry. WWE wants to sign him and bring him back
as Zack Ryder.
As Zack Ryder. Matt Cardona wants to come back as Matt Cardona, not Zack Ryder.
Matt Cardona, right.
And so that's where the issue is that WWE wants you to come back as a name that they own. can't trademark Matt Cardona, and also the name.
They can change the spelling of the name and trademark it.
But it's more than that. It's more than that. Zack, you look up Zack Ryder, you're less likely to see controversial activity than you would if you look up Matt Cardona.
Oh, this is dangerous. This is very
I
dangerous.
just
Oh,
turned
God.
off. I just turned off Night of Champions. I just turned it off. I had it on like on one of my other monitors. I just turned it off.
I can see why. I can see why. It's. Huh.
After the finish of that match, I just turned it off.
Yeah. 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 Mm-hmm. That's yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just got to the end now, so yeah.
I'm
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
that didn't need to happen.
Yeah. No, it didn't. It didn't. It didn't. It didn't. And the spot was really dangerous too. Like that could have gone.
Oh yeah, it
whatever.
definitely was bad.
So in Karrion Kross and Sami Zayn,
I want Karrion Kross to win because like he does need more TV time.
I mean, to be honest with you, I Karrion Kross does need a W because it's like we said, how many times can Karrion Kross lose before we can no longer take him serious? And then WWE wins just by having Sami Zayn in Saudi Arabia. Like, that's a win within itself. Because for a while, Sami Zayn wasn't allowed.
Yeah, true. True. But like, from a wrestler, from a match perspective, like, it's cute y'all trying to apply logic to WWE choices. Facts.
All right, Gene. I need to quit trying to logic.
Facts.
I need to think like Triple H. Actually, no, I don't want to do that.
I don't think you want to do that.
I might hurt my brain.
I think you want to do it. Yeah. You're going to be taking a lot of pauses, drawing out your sentences. I don't. There's more efficient ways to communicate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Let me see how much these tickets.
And we automatically know, like off the rip, that John Cena topples CM Punk. That's just
unfortunately.
Which is kind of the thing that I don't like about this entire, like, well, I understand like it's a retirement tour or whatever the fuck. Yeah, it's great. But like at the same time, you know.
Yeah, I get you. I understand.
It doesn't have to. It doesn't have to be so.
Because of the way they have it structured, it is predictable, a little too predictable.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so there's no real excitement for the actual matches.
Really.
Right. Cause like you're giving too much away. Like, we know that not only do we know that you have so many months left, we know that you only have a certain number of appearances left.
Yeah.
And because you have the
which
title,
he highlighted, and he highlighted that too.
Right.
But again, we're trying to apply logic.
Oh yeah, fair.
Gene did tell us to stop trying to do like that. We shouldn't be doing that.
True.
Also, I'm annoyed that before SmackDown even aired over here, like they'd already posted like results and stuff like that.
They have been posting clips of it for a while.
Yeah,
the
fact that they posted
the whole
clips,
hi John
like,
Cena, hi Matt Cardona thing. They posted that at the early part of last week.
That's not even. I don't think y'all understand how difficult it is to exist on social media when Raw, like wrestling in general, happens when you're asleep.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it happens over here. It happens at like 4 a.m.
Ooh.
I'm not staying up to watch that. Forget it.
That's what time I have
wake
to be
up-
at work.
I'm trying to sleep so I can stay awake at work. You get me?
Right.
Like I wake up, I'm like, okay, cool. What did they do today on social media? Not even WWE, just like in general, people I know. What did these people do today? And the first thing I'm seeing is Triple H posing with Julia or with a United States Championship. I'm like, okay, cool. So I don't need to watch it then. Is what you're telling me.
Right.
Essentially.
So before,
Yeah, that's why I didn't watch SmackDown,
before
'cause-
SmackDown aired, I already knew that Julia had won the title, and I'm like,
before SmackDown had aired.
Yeah, before SmackDown aired over here.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
There
true.
were pictures. There were pictures on. There were pictures on. I'll never call that thing X. It'll always be Twitter.
Twitter. Yeah.
There were pictures on Twitter saying, or with Triple H and
Like Triple H
Julia.
and WWE posted it.
Yeah, they posted it.
Yep.
Like right after the match happened, they posted him posing and pointing, like he always
is
does
crazy.
when
It is
when a new
crazy. It
champion
is crazy.
happens.
Because he had to. You understand that for that to happen, it means that WWE or Triple H took the picture and then like tagged the other accounts as a collaborator, and nobody was like, maybe we shouldn't do this.
No, they wanted to go ahead and post it before everybody else did. Because everybody
Fair,
else
but
was
also-
posting that she had won the title. So they were like, you know what? Let's go ahead and, even though we're still posting the preview for the show, let's go ahead and post that she won. Also, I feel bad that Selena Vega like came out to the crowd to just silence. Like,
Yeah.
she had a full Cobra like theme
Yeah,
like
yeah.
headpiece. She also had to hold the headpiece the entire time. Like, I fault whoever designed it for not making sure that it would fit properly without her having to hold it up and
They don't
like
put
make
enough
sure
respect
like
on Zelina
it
Vega's name,
fit
honestly.
like whoever designed it and didn't make sure it fit her without her having to like hold it and carry it while walking down to the
yeah.
ring. Like, y'all could have maybe scaled it down a little bit or fit it better on her head to where she wouldn't have had to have carried it. Because like she looked
Pinned it
awkward
somehow.
taking it down to the ring.
I also feel like Zelina Vega as a champion. She was champion for like 90 something days, right?
Hold on.
And
I can pull that up exactly.
I have a feeling we'll never see that again.
And she only defended it successfully, what, once?
Like 2 or 3 times against. I think it was like twice against Chelsea Green. She was
Chelsea
only
Green, yeah.
champion
And then I think-
for 63 days, or well, no, recognized 62.
So even
She
worse.
was only champion for 2 months.
Yeah, but in that 2 months, she only defended it.
Twice, like 3 times, I think. Twice against Chelsea Green, and then once against Piper Niven, I think.
I think all of her defenses were against Chelsea.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's
Oh, yeah, because you
unfortunate.
released everybody else.
Yeah.
You released everybody else,
It is unfortunate.
or everybody else, or everybody else requested for the release. Let's give a bit of grace.
I'm not giving shit
Still no.
grace.
No.
You
They don't deserve that grace.
you
No,
did-
if they
you-
chose to leave, I'm saying if they chose to leave, let's give them let's not just assume that they were let go. Some people could have, like you said, some people could have asked for their release.
So
Let's give those people
the women's
grace.
the women's division as far as SmackDown goes, we have Alpha Fire, Alexa Bliss, B-Fab, Bianca Belair, Candice LeRae, Charlotte Flair, Chelsea Green, Julia, Jade Cargill, Michin, Naomi, Nia Jax, Nikki Cross, Piper Niven, Tiffany Stratton, and Zelina Vega. Why do we have two titles?
Is that enough for a Royal Rumble?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 women.
16 women. So 16, I would assume Raw probably has the same amount.
Raw has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
So there's
Because they're
enough
including
for Raw.
because they're including Scarlett in the roster, even though
If-
she's not an active wrestler.
So there's enough for a Royal Rumble, but then you can't have championship matches without people pulling double duty.
Yeah.
So we will never.
Also, we have Kiana James is currently out with a leg injury still. We have Zoe Stark, who's still out with an well, not still out, but freshly out with a knee injury, and we have Liv Morgan, who is out because of her shoulder. That's 3 of the 14 women from Raw.
So currently, you have just enough for a Royal Rumble, but then you can't have any other matches.
I don't even think they have
You
enough
know
for
what's-
a Rumble.
They don't
still
have
have to
enough for a
pull
Rumble.
they still have to pull like 2 or 3 people from NXT.
You only need 30 for
NXT.
a Rumble.
Yeah, they don't even have 30.
Hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
They have 20
14.
Yeah.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, 16 on SmackDown. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, 17. Yeah, so they have barely enough. Minus the
Just
3,
enough.
they don't have enough.
But then your champion wouldn't be in the Royal Rumble either. Your champion,
The champion, like you don't include the champions.
Yeah.
And I'm also saying the mid card champions as well.
Mhm.
Don't have them in there either.
And you have the 3 people that are injured currently. You don't have enough for a Rumble.
Oh my goodness. That
Oh, and I don't think
is-
we can include Scarlett in that because she's a manager. She doesn't do
Yeah, but
anything anymore.
she'll probably
Actually,
show
I think
up,
she
you know,
would do
as-
it. She would do the Rumble.
Yeah. She'll be like number 15 or something.
She did. She did something like that before, I believe, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a full blown out, dragged out match.
Wasn't it
was-
her and B-Fab or someone? I think I don't remember.
I can't remember.
But yeah, she did something similar. Yeah, something small, something late.
At least she is a better ring presence than Eva Marie.
Brother, you are swinging for the fences here, brother.
who used
That
to
is-
who used to show titty so that she didn't have to fight in her matches.
So we have
You come to the ring,
25 women on the NXT roster.
come to the ring, and then
25
have a
25 women.
Jesus.
25 women on the NXT roster.
Leave Eva Marie alone.
No, don't leave her alone. She wouldn't leave us alone.
Hey, touche.
And I'm not trying to shame people. I just genuinely kind of want to understand. There seems to be a real life growing trend of women leaving WWE for OnlyFans. Like Cora Jade has one now. Mandy.
The answer, my dear friend, is shmoney. It's shmoney.
But Lacey Evans even
Yeah.
created one.
And
What?
that's
Yes.
crazy. She went from being like the poster woman for like
Her finisher was literally called the woman's rights.
Yep. Yep, she also owns a
I mean-
bakery. She owns a bakery. What, 2 hour? Is it what 2-3 hours away from me? Yeah, apparently it does. The bakery does like they support like veterans and or something like that too.
Okay.
Or it's I don't think it's necessarily a bakery. I think it's like a cafe or something like that.
Hmm.
yeah, it's interesting. It's
Interesting is something.
I just see that it's happening more and more and more where
Because that's where the money is.
Yes, yeah. Shmoney. The shmoney.
But then you have veterans like Mickey James who are, shit talking women for their ring
here's
gear.
what here's
the
why
irony of that, by the way, the irony of
you're
that.
getting you're thinking about what I'm thinking about. The irony of Mickey James specifically being the one to call somebody out on their outfit when, woman, you used to do full-blown porn. Not OnlyFans. You used to do full-blown porn.
The irony.
Wild.
I mean, I don't top that apparently she left in the first place was being body shamed as well. So like there's give him grace, guys. Give him grace. Give him grace. Jesus.
I don't.
Wrestling is fascinating. It's fascinating.
It is. There is no greater time to be a wrestling fan than right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wrestling is everywhere.
So the fact that we have more referees in the company than SmackDown does women's superstars is annoying. Like the entire company, as far as like them having referees, they have more referees than SmackDown has women's superstars.
Oh my goodness.
Unfortunately, I'm including like the NXT and Evolve referees in that because they are all listed like as one big
You're
group.
lying.
But yeah, we have more referees than we do superstars. One of the referees, though, is also an Evolve superstar.
Oh wow.
Jessica Carr.
Yeah. Jessica
Carr.
Yeah.
Jessica Carr is an Evolve superstar as a masked wrestler.
Mm-hmm. She sure is.
So if Calix gets injured and then Jessica Carr just disappears, like
now you know why.
We know why.
Oi.
But I don't think they're doing like any types of storylines involving, Jessica Carr and Calix.
I mean, That would be irresponsible.
You know,
I
they're
mean,
not trying to have her pull double duty like they did with Gable, where he's two different people on the same show.
Did the same thing with Elias as well.
But the Elias thing was funny. Like,
yeah, at least
like that was a good time.
I mean, they're actually bringing him. He's been on NXT a couple times because of the TNA. Yeah, because of the TNA deal.
Really?
As Elijah, because he's now going by Elijah in TNA.
Yeah.
They've also had AJ Francis
He sure was.
Oh, and commentary has accidentally called him Top Dollar a few times.
Oh man.
Yeah, they've accidentally called.
It is unfortunate. It is supremely unfortunate that whole faction got dismantled before its true potential could be realized. And now you will never get that faction again because there is no way in hell that Swerve ever comes back to WWE because AEW has made this man a god over there.
Triple H would have to give him full creative control, like a title the first night back.
That still won't be enough. Even if you say we'll even take Nana, that still wouldn't be enough. He would not. One, he could not be the version of himself he is in AEW. In WWE.
No, there's no way. There's no way.
And on top of that, they wouldn't allow him to wrestle the way he does in AEW, in WWE. There's just, honestly, it's not going to hit the same. Like, at all.
Yeah, true. It kind of could, though. I mean, at least persona-wise, it could still kind of work. But, like, you're entirely correct about the wrestling stuff. That's not going to happen. Because he was doing the same thing as, not the same thing, but he was doing, like, a light version of it as when he was in NXT with Hit Row. When they're fighting against, like, Legado del Fantasma. So, it's easy.
Well, yeah, but the difference between... You're also talking about a version of NXT that was lesser known, so they could get away with a lot more. And
Fair.
And so, because at that particular time, people that watched the main WWE shows really weren't tuned into NXT like that, they didn't. They didn't necessarily have to be PG. I mean, think about it. Jada Parker is on NXT saying the N-word and it's completely fine. But she couldn't come to Raw or SmackDown and do shit like that.
No.
That's a no.
No.
Like,
not at all.
Like, you know what I mean? Like you can't. And so it just, and I think NXT has grown to the point where unless you specifically have a spot that is needed to be fulfilled by someone in NXT, don't call them up because you're hurting these kids' careers more than helping them.
You're right. Entirely correct.
Because, I mean, let's take Melo for example. Melo was
They haven't
king.
done anything with him.
Melo was king.
They haven't done anything with him
in NXT. I mean, boy was crazy in NXT. And then comes to the main
Damn.
roster, and
That's such a good point. That's such a good point. Oh,
Is the Miz?
same thing with Apollo.
Oh.
Same thing with Apollo Crews. You know how many times I enjoyed an Apollo Crews match in NXT just for him to come over to the main roster, and they literally like put a leash on him and not let him wrestle. He doesn't even wrestle the same in the main roster like he does in NXT. They allow him.
I mean, we're talking about that. Tozawa is a caricature.
I mean, Tozawa.
They simplified Tozawa down to his race essentially, and his racial stereotypes, and that's it.
Yeah.
And they stuck him with Alpha Academy, and they're like,
That's what.
"Alright, cool."
That's
But the-
that's what
but the
Vince was
crazy
best known
thing-
for, and Triple H just continued.
But the crazy thing is, if you let Tozawa be Tozawa, bro, you got a monster on your hands.
Yeah.
Like, bro, people that don't know Tozawa outside of WWE, they don't know about like the awesome, like they don't. You would look at Tozawa and be like, how does this cat have a contract? Like, for real. But Tozawa can go, bro.
True.
Like,
Give him and Otis the tag titles.
Otis is the same thing. Otis
Otis is the
with
same thing.
Otis
Otis
with
is the same thing.
Otis with his first tag team partner.
When they were
would watch,
heavy machinery.
yeah, we would watch these cats
Yeah.
go, and we would be like, bro, Otis is a star. Hands down, Otis is a star. Otis is gonna be big. For them to completely shit on Otis, like, like, bro,
Vince apparently didn't see what Triple H originally saw in him, and then Triple H, I guess, felt the same way, or still feels the same way that Vince did now.
And then they became part of that. It's that it felt to that same thing where they split up the tag team, and then they're just like, okay. But again,
I
we're
still don't
applying
understand why they. I still don't understand why they split up Otis and Tucker to begin with.
I don't know.
Because like they tried to then make Tucker like single star by himself, and that didn't work.
Because I'm gonna
And
tell
then they
you,
tried to make him a heel.
I'm gonna tell
That
you,
damn-
if they ever split up the Street Profits, what's going to happen is Dawkins is gonna get released.
Yeah.
And Ford will have his moment in the sun, and then they will discard it.
Discard him. Ignoring the fact that
Which
if they split them up,
They
I'm-
don't
I'm
have
gonna-
to
I'm-
split them up. They don't have to split them up to do that.
They don't. But it's WWE.
Just like they didn't have to split up. They didn't have to split up New Day to have them, do everything they were doing with New Day. They could have still kept them a thing.
They didn't. But again, it's WWE.
Yeah.
And even the thing that pisses me off about the New Day is especially is they brought Big E on. Big E was like, I can be a manager, like it's fine. There was a story there of Big E trying to be a good manager and Kofi and Xavier just slowly turning evil. Like there's more. Well, I'm fantasy booking at this point, but like
They could have done a slow build to them turning on him.
But I think what it was it was more for E than it was for anybody else. I think E was in a situation where he was like, it's too painful to be around like that. It's too painful to be in the arena and be in front of all of these people and not be able to get in the ring.
Yeah, fair. See, this is what I'm saying about Grace. You see, that's another example of Grace. Because we don't know.
They just announced that the Rumble is going to be in the Royal Rumble this year is going to be in Riyadh.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you? What did I say? WWE is focused on a global market. They don't.
Yeah.
They are pulling the house shows out of the lower markets, putting them in places where regular PLEs are usually, to put the PLEs overseas now.
Crowds are better overseas, right? Currently.
Well, it's like I said, it's because.
But as soon as it's a regular thing,
right? Then we're gonna be back at square one.
They're not gonna be
right.
The crowds are gonna be just like they are here in the U.S.
They're gonna be worse. They're gonna be worse because now they understand, like the crowds that they're working with now, in terms of in the U.S. anyway, they're used to WWE being there, and WWE is used to dealing with these crowds. What happens if you go to England, for example, and
you can't
the
get
wrong
them to
person
quit
wins?
screaming,
Exactly. Exactly.
We talk about
They're
we
running the
gonna riot,
censorship,
but they
bruh.
will actually riot.
They will riot. They will riot.
We talk about it. No, they will actually do it.
They will do it.
But yeah, it's because it's
Y'all
new
playing
right
too much,
now.
dog.
You know, they still have that new car scent, right?
Yeah.
But as soon as it gets to be, as soon as the monotony like sits in,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be like everything else. They're not gonna care, and you're not gonna get the. But it makes sense now, and the Prince of Saudi Arabia is dishing out all this money.
Yeah.
And so,
I go where the money is too, to be honest. Because that's actually, I'm on the fence. Actually, I'm probably not even on the fence. We're not gonna go. But I'm just looking at the cheapest tickets right now to Evolution. $51.60 for the cheapest ticket, like for one ticket. Like that's doable, but at the same time, that's a Sunday. I'd have to drive 3 hours to Atlanta, and then find a hotel, take a day off work, 2 days off work because I work Sunday and Monday, in order to be able to go. Is it worth it?
That's gonna be the cheapest WWE tickets you'll ever find, period. Because anything outside of that, and right now, you're looking at like, I forgot what show I was looking at, and it was like $200 and something for like the nosebleed seats.
Yeah, section 201 is currently $51.60 on Ticketmaster.
Nuts.
Do I even have time to request that off? Because I have to do it within 2 weeks.
That is nuts. That is nuts.
But that's the one PLE that I absolutely would want to go to. Because I've been talking about wanting Evolution to, be a thing again since the first one. Like, I thought that it should have been a yearly pay-per-view just like all the others.
I thought it was going to be,
I think that at one point it was going to be a yearly thing. And I think that they went another direction, and now that they quote unquote cleaned house on the back end, now they're revisiting. But it's like at this point, you got your women so spread out. You know what I mean? Because like now you have like the Evolution show, and then you have like the Evolution pay-per-view, and then you have the women that you have specifically signed up for NXT. Then you have the women that are specifically for SmackDown, the women that are
Yeah.
specifically for Raw, and then the women that are specifically for main event and speed.
They don't have that many for main event.
Cause like
because
so my
because
thing
they
is
released the most stuff.
with the Evolution pay-per-view, we're also getting Saturday night main event the night before. We're also getting Great American Bash that day before. So like are those two shows not going to get any women's matches because we're getting the all women's show on Sunday?
It wouldn't
That
surprise me.
like
It wouldn't surprise me.
Dang.
like that kind of it feels a little like because
Dang.
apparently so somebody said the whole reason they did Evolution, like they did the all women's pay-per-view, was because of the first Saudi Arabia show where they couldn't do any women's matches. Like that's supposedly the reason that they did like, you know, that Triple H and Stephanie like pitched Evolution to Vince, was because of like the first like one or two Saudi shows where they couldn't do any women's matches, and people were, you know, boycotting, quote unquote boycotting, because the women couldn't be on the show.
Well,
and like I'm gonna be honest, I was one of those people who didn't watch the very first Saudi show because of the fact that there were no women's matches.
I don't think
Like
that had
I caught the
anything.
highlights, but I didn't watch the actual show.
You didn't sit down. Yeah, you didn't sit down to watch it here.
But again, I don't know for an assurity, but what I did hear was that the reason why there weren't any women's matches was not because the women could not compete. It was solely because of the dress, the having to be completely covered and trying to navigate that, and also trying to it was two different cultures trying to push their or fight for their agendas. And so it became a situation where that argument was taking too long to resolve, so they just squashed the entire women thing altogether.
Okay.
But you know, things now they have a mutual understanding, but the women still you know, they still have to be completely covered up to the neck. Speaking of karma,
Hey, as long as they're getting matches, like
hi karma.
Yeah, honestly.
I'm also glad that they're actually getting, like I said earlier, getting to show more personality with their gear. Because
but then like
they're able to navigate around the restrictions.
We were at one point, karma, talking about how you your reaction to the Ray Phoenix versus El Grande Americano match being on the same day, being that was Ray Phoenix's first match, and being on the same day that they announced that they had bought AAA, and how disrespectful that was. And
So, did y'all know that El Grande Americano is apparently the speed champion right now?
I did not, but it was because I don't watch Speed.
Like, he is currently the Speed champion.
They wait, even with being injured, they didn't make him.
I guess they haven't aired making him relinquish the title, or like, you know, announcing a tournament or something for the replacement. I'm not sure.
That makes.
But also currently Sol Ruka is the women's Speed champion, as well as the women's North American champion down at NXT.
Okay.
Took it off of Candice LeRae after she held it for 188 days.
I didn't even know.
I need to
start
the only title that WWE will give Candice.
Yeah, I was about to. I need to start watching NXT because like I missed that entire thing. That's crazy.
Well, I mean, Speed's on Twitter.
Yeah, but I don't Twitter. I do not Twitter. The Speed Championship is a forgotten stepchild. No one acknowledges or speaks about. Jesus.
Jesus.
You're not wrong.
No, not at all. These are harsh.
No.
These are the harsh takes that we have
apparently
grown to expect from Karma.
They can't wear the belt on TV.
Nope.
What?
Nope, they can't bring the belts to TV. That is one thing that somebody pointed out when they saw Sol Ruka doing an interview on TV where she had both belts, and they're like, wait, they're letting her actually have that one? Like, they can have it in backstage segments, but when it comes to like actual, like, if she was to go out to the ring,
like
she could only be carrying the North American title. So she's the current women's North American champion and the Speed champion, and she could only bring the North American title to the ring.
That don't make sense.
I'm realizing
on
now
actual
there's,
TV.
like,
That doesn't
there's
make
parts of this like this wrestling in general that just like fundamentally, if I knew that before,
I mean, just
I
like one of
wouldn't
the
be
stupid rules with Total Divas that they originally like told any of the girls who were part of Total Divas that they couldn't win the Divas champion, the Divas title while being on Total Divas.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, apparently,
that's
like,
the first I've heard of that.
Yeah, they had told
crazy.
supposedly they had told the women during filming of Total Divas, like, if you are a part of the cast, then like, yeah, you can get a title match, but you won't win it. Like, you can't be the champion while being on Total Divas because of it being like aired like half a year later. But then somehow like they went back on that and like let Nikki be the women's champion, let Nikki be the Divas champion, which good for her.
I just
Just,
don't.
I
I don't
like
do
that
that.
Crown Jewel Championship thing, the hideous belt. Oh yeah,
Champion. Oh yeah,
That big
fair,
ass fucking.
fair.
That big ass fucking gigantic.
they gave them a giant belt, but then like, nope, y'all now have rings to wear. How many rings can y'all collect?
Because the belts after they won it, I think was
Went
given-
to like some WWE thing in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
So they're essentially just champions in name,
Mm-hmm.
not in actual.
Because they don't after they leave Saudi Arabia, they never mention the Crown Jewel champion ever again.
No, but they put it in the graphics
I mean, like,
sometimes.
They
I think
put it in the graphics, yeah, but
Liv mentions it in her promos often.
But like,
yeah, true,
bro, that shit don't mean nothing. That's kind of like I equate that to
Just like Braun Strowman winning that green belt that he won.
Our kid having too much money
Oh,
and
Didn't
playing
Braun
with these
Strowman win a
toys.
belt in Saudi Arabia?
Saudi
Like,
Arabia. Yeah. It was the Saudi Royal Rumble. I don't remember what it's called. What was that called? It was like the biggest Royal Rumble ever, and blah 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 blah. The greatest Royal Rumble,
which we never got again.
which we never got again.
Apparently this is Jacob's only his second title defense since becoming champion, according to the graphics on the show. How long has he been champion?
About the same time as Zelina, no?
Jacob strikes me as a person.
Oh no, wait, no. Jacob won it as like WrestleMania. Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
Jacob strikes me as a person that all of his title defenses need to be street fights. Like,
so he's been champion for 67 days, 67 plus days.
He needs to, whenever somebody challenges him for the belt or he challenges somebody for the belt, he needs to put the belt in between them like he did Solo and be like, fight me for it. And
that's just on brand as far as I'm concerned.
Right.
I love that sentiment, Karma.
Just looking to bring just jump over.
Yeah, so I'm all in favor of the entire AAA roster just doing a what do you call those matches? Gauntlet match.
Gauntlet match, yeah.
Yeah, a gauntlet match with Grande Americano where he has
Heck,
to just,
even if it can't be a gauntlet match,
he has to go through.
have it be a lumberjack match.
No.
Lumberjack match.
He needs to run the gauntlet just like we did with Be Nice back in the day. He needs to run the gauntlet. Everybody needs to get their licks in. Everybody, he needs to catch it from everybody. Just on principle, it needs to happen. As soon as he,
okay.
as soon as he gets well, they just need to let him run the gauntlet.
He should wrestle like exclusive, even if they're not doing like a gauntlet. Have him wrestle exclusively luchadors, like exclusively.
Mm-hmm.
And only if he wins like every single match can he continue with that gimmick. Hell, I don't even care. Do a Forbidden Door thing where it's CMLL and AAA versus El Grande Americano. About that.
Right.
Everybody everywhere.
Right. Right.
Christ.
I support that message. That needs to happen.
It's a great way to unite the community, you know.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like basic training in the army. Unite them, unite everybody to form this brotherhood by sharing one common enemy. Instead of your common enemy being your drill sergeant, it's El Grande Americano. Just beat his ass. It'd be like the old school days of AJ Styles and John Cena and the whole beat up John Cena gimmick.
No, well, I mean, to be fair, one thing about Chad Gable though is, I mean, say what you want, but I think we can separate Grande Americano from Chad Gable.
Oh,
right?
absolutely,
Like,
absolutely.
We can, yeah.
Because I always said what they allowed Chad Gable to do now and what Chad Gable is actually capable of is two different
Capable of. Woo!
Chad Gable, in my
Facts.
opinion, is the best technical wrestler on the WWE roster.
Yeah.
Because when him and Jason Jordan was together, they would make whoever they were in the ring with look dumb.
Yeah.
They would have to slow down so that the other people could keep up. Like, I was so hurt when Jason got hurt because
Yeah.
I was like, damn, bro. This would have been.
But also, I was mad that they had split him and Gable up before he got injured, because like they had split him up to do the whole Kurt Angle
my dad's Kurt Angle
son
type
story.
thing.
Like,
Oh, don't
Kurt
remind me about that.
Kurt
Oh,
Angle,
God.
Kurt Angle had jungle fever or some shit like that.
like,
don't remind me about that. That shit was rough, dog.
that was definitely a rough time. And then Kurt Angle would post holiday pictures with his family, and the only thing that the fans wanted to know is, where's Jason?
Where's Jason?
yeah. They could have easily, easily photoshopped him in.
But they
They
didn't.
didn't commit to the bit. It didn't.
Because
They didn't commit to the bit.
this was around the time where his youngest kid was, I think, either his youngest kid or his one of them was just being born. Like, it was like their first holiday and stuff, and he was like, doing what proud parents do. They take pictures of the family, and he was. But you are too close in a storyline to do that right now. Like, you.
Like, that's the one thing I will give.
And
I love about Naomi currently is with social media, she is sticking to, like, if she is feuding with you and y'all happen to be at, like, so Natty's birthday party or whatever, all the girls were there. Every single photo that she had with Bianca in it, she blurred Bianca out. Like, every single photo that Bianca was in, she blurred her out. And while Jimmy and Jay were feuding, any photo that had Jay in it,
she blurred him
when
out.
she would post it, she blurred him out.
Yeah, yeah.
And then when they were doing their thank yous to R-Truth, basically it was like, thank you, R-Truth, but also fuck Jade. It was kind of like instead of releasing R-Truth, we should have just released Jade or some shit like that. It was like,
loved it.
But like, bro, like Naomi, and no disrespect to Total Divas, because I know that's where you got your start, Yates, but the biggest opening of the curtain that kind of got us to this point, unfortunately, I would have to say, was Total Divas. And it's because you would see these people feuding on WWE TV, and then they're best friends on this show.
Yeah.
And so it was like, well, shit. Like, bro.
I did like when they would bring the feuds from Total Divas into
Total
the
Divas
ring,
into-
like
yeah,
with Summer Rae and Natty, like
Yeah, I was
those
just about to
those
say that
fights they
exact
would
same
have
thing,
those fights they would have on Total Divas, like they were worse than the fights that they would have in the ring.
in the ring.
Like Natty,
'Cause there was
Natty
some
was
reality
legit
TV type
slapping,
shit.
like Natty was legit
Yeah.
slapping Summer Rae around.
She put paws on her, dog. Like she and she did not pull any punches
At
like
all.
at all.
At all. I think I was in this period of I wanted to like Nia Jax, but the person Nia Jax portrayed to be on the show kept me from liking her as a person because
wasn't that
because she was always like full of herself and like the mean girl on Total Divas, and then people would get tired of her bullshit. Then she would be like, "Woe is me! I don't know what I did." Type of person, like, you know what I mean? Like, why don't you like me? I don't understand. And you just was talking shit about me yesterday. What do you mean? And it's just like, and then when you start to hear like some of the stuff that like she would do, like in wrestling news that she would do backstage, like the beef between her and Ashley, or Charlotte Flair, like you'd be like, yeah,
hold up,
yeah, Nia did that. Nia was wrong automatically because of the person that you saw on Total Divas. You just
Total Divas, yeah.
I did not know her and Charlotte had beef right now, or
no,
like,
back then they did.
Oh,
like back
Didn't
then
there was a match where
there was
it
a
was
match.
like it got a bit too real.
Yeah. There was a match where like they went from wrestling to like actually fighting in the ring.
Yeah, they were scrapping.
because I did hear like apparently they're not currently cool because of like her coming back and like coming back from injury and then taking a spot from somebody or something. Because like Nia was supposedly supposed to hold the title longer than she did or something. Or she was supposed to be defending the title at Mania, and because of Charlotte coming back from injury, that sped up the timeline of Tiffany cashing in or something. I don't know what happened with that.
I mean, yeah, but it's the nature of the business. You've been around long enough to know that, like, you actually having the title was a unicorn anyway when it comes to WWE. So so the clock being sped up because she came back, like you should have saw that coming. I mean, if they were willing to do what they did to Bianca, you should have known. Like you know what I mean? And you're not even Bianca. And they allowed Bianca to get squashed by Becky.
Yeah.
And Bianca at that point was like, this was after the whole COVID thing. And if it wasn't for Bianca and the and the Street Profits, bro, like they were putting in overtime during COVID.
Yeah.
Like they put the company on their back during COVID.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if they could do that to Bianca, bro, you don't have no reason. I mean, I get it, you're upset, but you don't have really no reason to complain because you're not that. And if they are willing to do that to Bianca, then like, bro,
Anyway, you fit in, gang.
right. Right.
Also, Karma, why'd you have to call out Danny for her 87 different personalities? She's just living her best R-Truth life.
Dio, what I will tell you is Danny is our
resident menace.
Resident menace, but she is our walking wrestling encyclopedia. We used to have this thing in Mouth where we would, Coldberg would open this wrestling encyclopedia and ask questions
Mm.
from like old school wrestling, and we always thought that she was like Google searching the answer, but we saw her answer questions like that live with no Google searches, and she could run off the answers.
Danny, we
It's
don't want
crazy.
to lie to our guests. Why would we tell them that? Why would we tell him that you're wholesome? Like, we don't want to lie.
It's okay. I don't judge.
What you mean? You always come in here talking about this is a stick up. Where's the snacks?
Like, you're
And-
stealing snacks from us, and
Ignore
Even-
these higgins.
wow.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Wow. I mean,
That is crazy.
I mean, well, I digress.
Man, listen, this has been a bunch of fun. And I'm pretty sure you are on the Sims list of guests who have an open invitation. So whenever you feel like coming back, just hit us up. This has been fun. I again, like I said, I didn't expect you. I expected you to just ignore the message and not respond at all. And so the fact that not only did you respond, but you were like, "Oh hell yeah!" Like
we appreciate you coming on the show.
It's y'all, like, I don't. It says it's been 3 hours, but like I could have kept
It's been
going.
3
like,
hours?
we could have kept bouncing off. Like it's been fun, like, for real. It's been, y'all made, like, I didn't have anything else going on this Saturday, and this is like the best time I've had in a while, honestly.
no, so like I said, we're always here, and if you ever want to jump in, even if it's not just on the show, if you want to come into the Discord and just toss shit around, listen.
I'll definitely, because like I'm in the Discord now, so I'm definitely gonna. I'll try and be active at least on that one, because I've joined a couple of Discords and I've not. Well, they're not really doing anything, but this
Well,
one
we
is,
don't really,
yeah.
we don't do much really. We are I believe our community, we're small but mighty. Like, we love our people, and we will.
Mm.
When we say you one of ours, we. So if you ever go missing, one of us gonna be knocking on. Hey, where you at? You all right? You straight? You need anything?
That's fair. That's fair. By all means, like, if you have any other open slots, like, feel free to just put me in there. I would love to come back here again. And obviously, like, if you're, or rather when you're going live, I'll make sure I have my, which reminds me before I forget.
And I'll send you
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, sure. Following both of y'all now, so I can definitely swing by. I'm also following Coldberg as well, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I'll send you Colbert's schedule, because he has a specific schedule that he goes by.
It's GG's. You ain't getting rid of us. I can work with that. That's fine by me. I'm happy to be here.
Listen, we love it, man. It's crazy because in my community, it's gotten to a point where they'll be chilling and talking to each other in the Discord, and I won't even be there. I'll wake up and I'll be like, oh, there are people in there. Let me go see what's going on.
That's good. That's what you want, because that's a real community too. Like, that's something that, like, I think every creator would love to have, where you just have, a place where like-minded folk can show up, just chill, and then you just come in, you say hi, you say hello, and then you get a bit of feedback on your videos, get a bit of feedback on the stream, and you just build the community from there. Where it's just everybody wants to see everybody win.
Absolutely.
So, yeah,
And that's what I like. Because like when you first said yes, I ran to Colbert and I was like, bro, Dio said yes. He was like, oh my God, that's a big W. Because he watches your videos too. And he was like, bro, you asked who? Them brothers are hilarious. It was like, so like, it's just been like everybody, well, at least me and Colbert, Sims, and all like people that I told, we had all been excited for this show. Cause it was like, bro, like, this is huge. But yeah.
I appreciate that. Like words cannot describe. Like I said, like it's been fantastic. Like I did not know what to expect, and I was definitely not disappointed. Like y'all are a riot. Y'all are a riot.
Yeah, we were late. We were late because Discord started tripping, and then we found out that Discord actually wasn't tripping. Like, but I'm not gonna tell you.
And that might have
what
been on
actually-
me.
I'm not even gonna tell you what happened because I don't want. I don't want my
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, technical difficulties. We'll delete
Technical
it at that.
difficulties. Yeah.
And so, and then we got to talking, and
We forgot to hit record.
we forgot to hit the go live. So then, after getting seriously chewed out by Sims, I hit the go live button because I felt bad.
That's after the whole no camera situation as well.
Oh yeah, and then I forgot to turn on my camera. Yeah, that too. Again, technical difficulties.
Sims would never fuss at us.
Shit, not you. Not you.
No, Sim says no comment.
I got a verbal beating. That's what I got. I caught a verbal whipping.
I don't believe it.
Shit. Believe what you want. Believe what you want.
You can't argue that.
All I could say was
pretty.
All I could say was, okay, I'm sorry. I get it. I
Yeah.
apologize. But
Oh,
so
Jesus
this
Christ.
Twitch channel, Trident.
Did he just mute himself?
No, I'm trying to find the name of the channel.
Oh, okay.
Trident.
GC Live.
Yeah, Trident GC
Yeah.
Live. That's a channel that you and your brother share, right? Or is
Yeah.
it-
So we're during the week he usually streams, and then every now and then I jump into so that we can do like a joint stream. On the last one that we did, we were playing like the finals. The one before that we played Split Fiction. The one before that we played Silent Hill. So we have like a revolving door of games that we play together, but he just has his own like structure and schedule for the time being because I'm still working like 9 to 5,
Right.
and he's doing content like full time. And so like he has a bit more capacity to stream, whereas I'm like essentially.
Right.
But yeah, but it is our joint thing. The same thing on YouTube, Instagram. If you see Trident GC, it's the two of us at the same time.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I started going back and doing like a deep dive of, because I was like, oh wait, he's a gamer too. Like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. We be gaming, dog. We game. We game.
Okay.
In fact, I saw even your game announcements. I was looking at your game announcements in the Discord, and I was like, okay, That's You got Destiny 2 over there. You got Fallout 76, Critters Code, First Descendant, Once Human, Sunnyside Hawked, and I played the fuck out of Destiny 2. I still play Destiny 2.
Don't say that too loud, because we got people in our community that wake up in the morning in the general chat and say, "Good morning, Guardians."
Good man, good man. That's good. I need a fire team, so that's good. First Descendant, I played it for a little bit, but like
Mel, Kage, did you hear that? Did y'all hear that?
I said
team
it. I need a fire. I need a fire team.
Somebody call Kage.
I'm trying to go flawless in trials when it comes back. Okay, I'm trying to reach Ascendant and comp. Okay, like for real. I don't give a fuck about no PvE, but like,
yeah,
I'm trying to crush my fellow Guardians. What are you talking about?
Yes, indeed.
Tommy
was on with you. Nice to see you, man. How you feeling? But yeah, man, this.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Thank you for the follow, Xantrix. Yes. I appreciate you.
Yes.
Hey, Xantrix, that's Daisy, by the way.
Yes.
That's who?
Yes.
AG.
Yes.
Oh, Benji, what's going on? We were just talking about you and how funny you guys are together. Man, listen, I am a fan of you, gentlemen. It has always, if I'm having a bad day and I'm scrolling through TikTok and I hear if
yeah.
Oh man. You was gonna call your ex. Lord.
One more yes, and I'm gonna call my ex.
Listen, you.
Yes. Yes.
The toxicity.
Hold up. Yes.
The toxicity. Oh my god.
Hey, they're gonna call them. We don't know what they're gonna say, but they're gonna call them.
and if you do call your ex, we need a second date update.
Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes,
we need a second date update.
Yes, please. Tested now.
As a matter of fact, we could do your second date update here on the show.
You
declined.
Oh,
you're no fun.
That'd be great.
You
can put us in like we'll be on the top, just like angled down while you guys are having your center stage moment, and you tell us about the date. It'll be wonderful, bro.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
It'll be wonderful.
Be amazing.
And if at any point in time we don't like what we're hearing, we'll press a button and then a red flag will show up. It'll be great.
Man.
Not the red flag.
Listen, we could have red flags and we could have red flags and sound emotes going, and we could make it a whole thing.
Not a lot of red flags.
Well, ideally, we wouldn't have that many red flags. Ideally, she wouldn't have that many red flags.
Listen, you can't talk about her red flags. You cannot talk about her red flags because at one point in your life, you chose her.
Facts.
She didn't have them red flags when she was calling you daddy.
Here's the thing, though. So red flags and rose tinted glasses kind of neutralize each other.
Right.
So no, she chose me. Jesus.
So
Okay.
are you? So
I
are
take
you?
it.
So are you saying?
I take it back. Don't call her. Don't call her. Don't call her.
Are
Don't
you
call her.
saying?
It sounds like a lot.
Are you saying that you just say yes to whoever chooses you?
They come as a package.
That's part
What do you mean
one.
they?
And because we are so close to June 27th, shout out to GJ Screw. Players get chose. Respucia. Boy, if you don't get your she Respucia'd you and you was Norbit. Boy, if you don't get your boy, if you don't get your listen, I will hear none of this.
Not still filing charges. Yikes.
What you trying to build a RICO case against her?
Take it back. Don't call her. Don't call her.
You still filing charges. This boy trying to come up with his own RICO case.
Don't call, don't text, don't email, don't even write a letter.
Don't even no carrier pigeon, no smoke
No
signals,
Morse
none
code.
of that. None of that.
Run.
Don't even send a message in a bottle, dog.
Listen, do you have anybody right now that's live that you want to raid or?
Can you check chat real quick or Discord real quick? Or did Sims deleted the message? Never mind.
Was I in trouble again?
No, it was a message Sim sent earlier, but looks like she deleted it.
Oh, no. It's still there. You got to scroll all the way down.
Oh.
She was just saying what I was getting ready to do.
Wait,
do you
it's
have
still
anybody
there.
online right now, Dio, that you want to send love to?
We can send it to Kindred Spirit VA. He's pretty chill.
Send me the correct spelling in the Discord chat now.
Gotcha.
I'll go ahead with the go ahead.
Where do I send it to? I'm lost.
In the Discord chat. The
Gotcha.
chat of the room that we're in.
Gotcha.
So, I bet you guys are wondering who's next. Who's the next episode? And I have been thinking of whether or not I should tell you guys who I got next. But I think I'm going to just go ahead and say it. Next, if you know anything about wrestling, then you know who this cat is. We got Mega Ran coming to the show next. We're just working out the actual date because we had to do some moving around. But yeah. Mega Ran used to do or did the music for the New Day's theme song. So that should be a lot of fun. That's gonna be dope.
Okay, I'm gonna send it to you in the normal chat because I can't. The same messages are failing to load. So just do this instead. I got a short story. I work at the front desk, hotel front desk. The guy who checked in was named Benoit. Wow.
That's. I'm not gonna lie. I'm
Oh.
not gonna lie. That might have been a story
Oh.
I don't know. I think I might have kept that one to myself. Just that name might trigger some people. You know.
A fire theme song though. Oh, actually, yo. So if you give it like 5 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
Deiji's actually about to go live like on our channel anyway.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah.
That's even better. Hell yeah. Give me a second.
Oh, okay. Shit. Yay.
Shout out to Deji.
About to go live. They want to send to. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Go live, damn brother. I hope it's not jarring, like seeing like a completely different person when he goes live, though. Because we do have that issue where, like, because he streams a lot. It's a situation where I show up and they're like, who is this guy? I'm like, oh, hey guys.
But yeah, I have thoroughly enjoyed this conversation, and like I said, you will definitely be back. This was pretty dope.
I agree.
Hey,
like I said, if you have a space to fill, by all means, just. I don't. Hey, you have an accent. Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking? Okay, so like I'm from Nigeria. I'm based in the UAE, and I watched a lot of TV as a kid. So. Right there. Does that work?
So, do you have anything coming up that we should be looking out for? Any words of wisdom you want to leave, or?
Okay. Give me a second. Let me paste this. Do you want like an in character one, or do you want like an actual like person one? What are you looking for?
I'm not really looking for anything specific. I just I am looking for just you to be you. Whichever one you want to give us, that's what we're gonna take.
See. Okay, baby, I got you. Okay, so picture this here. Actually, I didn't got shit to say. I'm sorry. I said that. I'm sorry. No, but okay. Jokes aside, though, I mean, like I said earlier in the stream, my brother and I just recorded a bunch of new videos. So just keep an eye out for those. So that's Instagram Black Looney Tune, Trident GC, Deji Was Taken. And on YouTube, we're trying to push a bit more on there too, because YouTube is like our forgotten stepchild at this point in time. So that's Trident GC. We're going to be putting a few more long form videos over there, as well as some other stuff that we've been working on over the past. So if you're trying to see more stuff outside of what you normally see us in, then the YouTube is going to be the place to go.
Sounds good.
Yeah. I keep moving, damn it. Okay, I guess we're doing this now.
I know
I should really turn that
I need a
off.
fancy camera.
He's live right now, but it's not. I'm putting up the. Okay, here we go. Starting soon. Well,
They got the
I, for
dubstep
one-
music on. Yeah, I got the dubstep music on.
I, for one, will definitely be looking forward to those videos because, like I said, I have literally been hooked ever since I ran across you guys the first time.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's been, I think, the amount of videos, at least the ones on TikTok, that I have downloaded and shared should be criminal. Like I've shared them with my mom, and in our like group chat, I've shared them with the kids. I've shared them just everywhere. And so like when I said like, oh, I have Dio coming on, they're like, who? And I have to explain it by telling one of the jokes. And they're like, oh.
I'm glad.
That's amazing.
I'm glad. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Like honestly, I mean, that's why we make the videos in the first place. You know, so to put smiles on faces, help people go through their days a little bit easier, that kind of stuff. So to hear that you're not only enjoying it, but you're sharing with people that are close to you, that means a lot. Thank you so much.
No problem. I'm trying to give him like the last 30 something seconds that he needs. We are going to raid. I don't know if you guys heard, but we are going to raid Deji, which is Dio's brother, the other half of the If videos. Turns out that not only do we have wrestling fans, but they're also gamers.
Be gaming. Hell, I might still play like right now. I might play the finals right now, actually, before I go to bed.
Got to do something to,
Yeah, just a
wind
little.
down.
Yeah, just a little. Yeah, just a little. Although I do want to check out. I want to see how far we've gone with Crown Jewel. Let's see what's going on over there.
I am. I'm gonna try to pull it up and see what's going on because I
have not heard good things.
I've been live reacting without actually reacting.
that does not give me a positive outlook on this PLE, brother.
Yeah.
If that's the reactions that you've been having without having, that does not give me a positive feeling about this.
I haven't been saying any of the reactions because I don't want to spoil anything.
That makes it worse.
The facial expressions, on the other hand, should tell you how I feel about this show.
I mean, we both saw that first. I saw that the first one, and that was
That's how they started it.
Yeah.
Oh no!
I'm gonna go catch that. I'm gonna go catch that. I'm gonna
Well, as always, I definitely want to thank you guys for hanging out, being with us. I know this was a little earlier than what we normally do, so I do thank you guys for pulling up. If we can get some raid messages in the chat, that first raid message will be for our the followers, and the second raid message will be for the subs. So grab the one that applies to you. And until next time, we out of here. We go. Audi 5000.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace.